Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay, at first you couldn't hear me then, huh?
Well, I couldn't, yeah, I didn't hear anything until just a minute ago.
All right. Let's see something. When I put the other account on, it said that you couldn't hear me. But that means I need to do the intro again because evidently nobody heard it.
Oh, I can't hear any.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear something now.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Testing.
Can y'all hear me
Yes, sir.
already?
Andre, I can't hear Andre, but I can see his hands moving.
Andrea over there singing or something.
If so, I want to hear it, man.
Andrea, you got all.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Wait 1 second. I will go over to the other machine. How about now, guys? You can hear me over
Yeah.
there, right?
Yes, sir.
You can hear me on the main
Andre,
machine, but
we
not on
gotta
the
get you.
secondary. Okay, no. I think I'll just probably have to restart that one. But thank you guys. Welcome to Debating Woes. This is our late night episode, so it's a free for all. What we're going to do is let the panel pick the topics and also the people in the chat room. We want to say thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that donate button down there because without the donations, we can't keep this show going. All right, guys. We have a special guest in the house tonight. We have KRS Fun in the building. That's another show we're gonna have up in here. Along with we have number one spokesperson for Black Lives Matter up in the
No,
house.
no, you gotta stop.
Oh, wow.
No, look, David.
I'm
And we have
scared.
we have number one MG debater
Oh
Damon in the
gosh.
house.
Watch
Z
out
tells
now.
them Z will see. That's what Damon tells. That's what we're gonna. That's your nickname,
No,
Z, and you will see.
hey, Dre, we're gonna have to negotiate another nickname.
Whoa.
I can't accept the BLM.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hey, it sounds like you already had a chance to denounce that. I just
No,
got a new
I've
one.
been trying. I've been trying. They
I just got a new one and I want to understand it, you know. I want to try to embrace it. What was mine, Andre?
What was your what?
well,
I tried to call
David,
him Damon Z. I
that
said
was
number one.
self-proclaimed.
No, I said number one MG debater. As you say, Damon Z, and
Yeah.
you will see. Damon.
Okay. All right,
I
all
just
right.
got your message now, April. I'm about to read it as we speak.
Uh,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I understand. Trust me, I understand. Very childish, and it's bad that you have to do that, but I understand what it is.
What I do this time?
Not you. It was
Oh,
somebody that sent me a message. They're listening in the chat room, so they know who I'm talking about. I definitely understand, and I would have done that too just to keep shit down.
right. Just
Is
let me
there a
get it.
heart in the house tonight? Evidently not.
Stand up. Stand up. Nobody want to be quiet, boy. I'll be quiet, boy.
All right, so we
Throwing bottles.
trying to get in here. Let's go see if we can get Atreyu in the house tonight because he's trying to get in here. We got Atreyu from the Never Ending Story there. Let's see if we can get Falcor in here to help us. At least that shit. At least that motherfucker can take us where we gotta go. It don't cost no damn gas, you know?
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
You must learn.
Alright, and like I said, guys, please thank you for coming to the show.
oh man. Hey, Dre, I have a question.
Go ahead, answer away.
So it's probably on my end, but okay. So, like I said, I'm having problems when I have like the YouTube up because I
Uh-huh.
like to be in the chat, but when I have that up, for some reason, like I said, I'm hearing multiple voices. You know how do I fix that? I mean,
Okay.
I've got it on mute.
Uh-huh.
YouTube on
Okay,
mute?
this is what you do. When you have YouTube, are you using a computer or a tablet?
I'm on a laptop.
Okay, good. If you're using a laptop, the best thing to do too, and that also helps you save bandwidth, is after
Okay.
you open the YouTube, right? And if you know you're going to the chat, first you
Okay.
hit pause on the video of the YouTube. And you hit
Okay.
the little button, the three little buttons in the chat room, and a box appeared that it says pop out chat. Pop out the chat and move that to the side.
Okay.
That way, too, your computer uses less resources and close the YouTube box. Because even if you pause the YouTube, it still tries to load in the background. So
Okay.
that way,
I'll
that
try
would
that.
increase how much bandwidth you have available.
Okay.
So that way, you'll get less choppy disturbances and all of that.
Check you out, Mr. Expert. I'm on it. Thank
I'm
you.
not
I'll
that
try
big of an
that.
expert as you see. Like I said, baby, it's a learn and go process. Learn and go
You got
process.
it. Thanks.
Like I said, that's what we do here. But good thing is we have an open panel tonight. I have you and Anthony as controls in the chat room since you guys are on computers, just in case I have to step away and we are uh, bothered by trolls.
That's what's up.
Right, Anthony?
Where's Black Ops? Black Ops.
Oh, I think he had to work tonight.
Oh,
He
he had to
already took
bounce.
a lot of time. You say
Yeah.
Black Ops, yeah, you're right about that. He was blocking them so fast yesterday. That's when dude came in today, like, hey, you got blocked me. I saw him get blocked, but I didn't say nothing. I'm like plain and simple. Hey, if that's what the mods' jobs are, and I will say, Leslie has my back. I know that.
That's what's up.
Right, right. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys, especially the ones realize how brave it is to come over after all the bullshit. But like we said, KRS Fun, when's your new single coming out now?
You know what? I think I should do that So Gun challenge first, man. I need to get my freestyle back up, So, what I mean?
What's up? Let's hear some.
No. I have to play the So Gun instrumental, man, and get my freestyle on. I can't do it. I can't do acapella. That's not fair.
We ain't got number time, bro. I'm ready.
I
I
mean,
bet the listeners would love to hear it. I'm waiting on to see the numbers go up. I might. Hey, it might end up being a duet if you pass it to me.
it probably go down,
You do an open mic? We do an open mic tonight?
That's what Chad said. You should do open mic. Nah.
Okay, that's fine. But I could do some old dirty bastard, man. They say I got too much, you know what I mean? So
there you go. I said nobody want to be quiet, boy.
Talent show, talent show.
Heartbeat.
I could be the baritone in the group,
There you go.
There's a house, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We just need,
that's good stuff.
we need somebody with a higher octane voice. What's going on, lady? You go take care of that? BLM? No, just joking.
Oh, yeah. See, that is not right. Well, look, I can do a little bit of keyboards for you. You don't want me to sing.
No, we acapella tonight, I guess.
Oh, no. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just, I don't know. I'll just spectate then. Y'all don't want me to mess up.
Somebody go ahead and start it off, and we just come in.
Let me get my Google Hangout auto tune going.
No, man, no T-Painting. No. So.
Baby girl, what's your name? Yeah.
And they call it for ODB in the chat. They call it for ODB.
Oh, ODB, baby.
Oh, man. Your booty. No.
So Andre, did I hear you right that you said we're taking the topic from the chat? Because we about to have to rap in a minute if we don't tighten up.
No, I'm not seeing no topics. So man, we probably should start singing up in here, man.
Go ahead, go with the singing. It's open mic night.
You got to start first, you know. Hey, you
All right, I'll drop some poetry real quick.
got that Jill Scott.
Okay, yeah, poetry. Here we go. All right, let me click on your picture.
We got your back. We gonna harmonize with you while you doing
Roses are red.
red.
I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Hey, come on, Dad.
Nah.
Hey, look, I started it off. I failed, but I started it off.
You bailed on us, and now we don't feel like we can do it.
We had your back. We fit up, man.
Yeah.
Next time, I didn't know. I'll be prepared next time. I'll write something.
All red.
Hey, give me just a second. I'm gonna go wake up the choir.
Come on, we ready.
Yeah, when you call it to sing, you gotta get up.
You want me to finish the song for you, Chattanooga?
Oh, I was about to say, go ahead, Dre. You start it off. Hey, Dre, hit us with your Quiet Storm voice.
Which should be like the jack. This is DJ Ease. It did in the jack off album.
Bro, I wish we could hear you.
When I met you last night.
Oh man! Hey, look, I said I'll step out and let you guys have your bonding time if that's where y'all going.
Nah, that is not where we're going. Please stay.
We need everybody. Everybody got
yes.
Oh no! Please stay. We have fun. It goes down in the.
Hey, here's what I will do. Here's what I will do to stray away from this bonding moment for you, lady on the panel, right? Now this is real talk. So I want you to be aware of this, like, because I know you did your time in the military, and I respect that, right? So I met someone, right, that I consider to be a mentor, and I really don't reach out to her as much as I should. Okay. But her name is Mary Saunders, but I address her as everybody else should, as General Mary Saunders.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Very impressive.
Yes,
very.
So a retired general.
Nice.
And she actually works at Texas Women's University and oversees the Leadership Institute there.
Wow.
So while she's retired, she basically, does her thing. And she is one of the most powerful individuals I've ever met in my life. And like I said, I don't reach out to her enough. But I just thought, having been a female that served in a male-dominated, military, that you may not be aware of people like this, that may have inspired you along your way. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah, she's definitely in a, generals. They're in a class of their own. So salute to her.
But she was enlisted though, mind you.
Oh, that's my story too. I didn't make it to general though.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But I haven't heard her name. Was she what branch? I'll look her up though.
Air Force.
What? I was Air Force. Whoa, I'm slipping on that one.
Don't let me. If I say it live and I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel bad because I love this woman. She's.
You said Mary Saunders.
Mary Saunders, yes.
Okay, well, yeah, she was. Hold up, I'm all over that.
Yeah, she 10 miles from me right now.
Okay, she was. I'm slipping on that. I'm. You know what? I've never even heard her name.
I tell you.
Yeah, I have to look her up, but yeah, that's awesome to be a general officer. So I know she got it going on.
Yeah, she's one of the realest people I've ever met in my life.
That's what's up. Yeah, you need it. Look, it's always good to have a general in your pocket.
Nah.
Especially if she's down to earth and
Hey, I would do anything for her, so she got me at her disposal. You know what I'm saying? I try to soak it up any opportunity I get.
Right.
She came up in the 70s, and that,
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, wow, I didn't know her. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna look her. I'm gonna look her up though. Definitely.
Yeah, check her out. And she's good people. I mean, she's down to earth. Like she welcomes me into her office because I do a lot, community service, and she's always
Right.
welcoming me and trying to support however she can. Really, if I'm
Okay.
honest, I drop the ball if I'm honest,
Wow.
But she's always on it, and she's just. I mean, like I said, since you had mentioned Air Force, it just I
Yeah.
put and the length of time you were in. Y'all win at the same time,
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
So,
I've never even heard. It looks like she was logistics, but yeah, because there's
yeah,
not that many general female. Well, number one, when you talk about it gets really
General
small when you talk about female and then African
African
American
American,
female.
yes,
So I mean,
yes,
there's only a couple. So that's why I'm like,
yeah.
man, I don't
It's like
remember seeing her name at all.
when I met her, it's like seeing a Pegasus unicorn. You know
Right?
what I'm saying? Like it's so
Yeah.
rare.
That's what's up,
Unfortunately,
man.
not to say that y'all ain't qualified, to say that it's just rare.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it is too because I mean, once you start getting up into like higher ranks like that, most women kind of dip off. So
Right,
the pool is so much smaller, especially when you
right.
get to that level. So it kind of evens out. I mean,
And,
it's a small number, but when you look at it percentage
but when
wise, it evens
you
out.
Especially
listen to
African
her,
American.
yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you listen to her talk, it's like a system. You know
Wow,
what I mean?
that's
Like
what's up.
she mapped it out and made it happen,
Yeah,
and she's just one of those type of people. Like I'll always speak of her as a person that impacted my life. And
yeah.
I wish I contributed to her more and we interacted more. But you know how it is.
Right. Well, that's what. Hey,
But
as long as you guys are still in contact, that's good.
right.
Yeah,
But
I'm looking at her bio right now.
yeah, she's
I'm
the
like, I
real
don't know
deal.
why. Yeah, I've
She's
never.
she is the
Now,
real deal.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was making sure I had to
Oh
restart.
yeah, we got you.
We had,
Awesome.
Hi, Anthony.
you can
Hi,
see.
Patrick.
How you doing?
I paid attention for some
Hello, hello. Yeah.
I've been.
late night free for all talk. So basically, you can talk about what you've done today and all the other crap and everything else. Vent, get it off your chest, whatever it is.
But hey, I'm gonna put a call out to all the girls in the chat. Come on, y'all leaving me out here by myself? Come on, jump on. Come on, Ash.
But you represent y'all well.
You
Hey,
represent.
always girl power. Don't. Oh,
Somebody,
don't call
hey,
me.
they saying you sound like Lauren Hill. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, look, I'll take that. I wish I could
Hell
sing like her.
yeah.
I would be all over the open mic then. Thank you, Simply. That's the first time I heard that one.
To people know too, you don't have to come on. You don't have to have your camera on. That's my show rule. After we know you, we know you're not a troll. You don't need your camera on.
Hey, y'all want to hear something crazy? I don't have my camera on because my shirt's raggedy.
Probably.
We don't care.
I do. This shit's on
Hey,
YouTube.
it's late. It's late.
It got off on you. I would.
It's late. You act like you gotta be in the suit and tie.
Nah, hey, the other thing is that it's a shirt that I got from a celebrity basketball tournament I played in, and it's promoting some dude's album that I don't like, but the shirt is comfortable. So I'm damn sure not gonna give him no online exposure.
Hell to the no, to the no,
Nah,
no.
y'all don't let me high side. So free for all, y'all. We can't. What they saying in the chat? What y'all want to hear?
Wait a minute. Where did ODB jump off to? Hold up. I think he was ready to. I think he was ready to drop some bars or something. He disappeared.
Nah, he turned his camera off, didn't he?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony.
Oh,
Go ahead and kick off the open mic. Set us up.
hold on, people. I was saying be right back.
My bad. We're stalking you.
And I got to say something towards what Dre Day said about with the troll. I couldn't even be a troll if I wanted to. You know, people have made videos about me on YouTube, bro.
We already know that. You've been already hit. I've heard. But I got my video too. Did you see this? There's a couple videos out there of me, and then that's how do you know that you're special? You know you're officially famous.
That's what I'm like, me?
Like, listen, when they use your picture in their control account, they're officially famous.
Oh, well,
that
haven't happened to me.
Moment in silence for the famous person in the room.
Okay.
Everybody bow your heads down to the family.
How many seconds you want?
I mean, the deal is on trolling. If we're honest, it can be entertaining, but the shit just ain't cool. And for me personally, like I get more out of having conversations with y'all than to try to find flaws in y'all conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not trying to rip down. Like earlier when me and old boy was disagreeing on the vaccine, I was like, hey bro, you do what you do, I do what I do, and I'm okay with that. And we all should be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about with Jay?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying an example that somebody could say, like, we arguing, so we trying to tear each other's argument down. When in reality, we're not. We're just stating how we feel, and
Right.
then agreeing to disagree.
Right, but I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, here's the question. After that debate with you and G, you might have not changed your opinion, but it might have altered your opinion a little bit. That's the beauty of debating and hearing a different opinion.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it might not alter my opinion, but it may alter my focus of research and education. I may want to understand the topic better, but I'm not going to take his word for it.
Right, of course.
You know, on anything. Not this ain't nothing about our discussion. This is about in general, just to be clear.
Right.
You know, I got to research everything on my own. You know.
Yeah.
Damn,
Wow.
Like some people were saying, "Oh man, I love this." I mean, these are good topics, and it's like, wow, so much stuff to go read later. I mean, it's like after the show, you get up and say, "I'm gonna research some information to read something."
Because that's why I feel if you're right and you're presenting facts, and I don't know really if I didn't do the research,
right,
speaking my opinion, you're going to win on that topic. But I mean, at the end of the day, they give me something once I get off to be like, okay, when I go to sleep, because usually shit do late night. I get up, I'm interested to go find out and do some fact checking.
Yeah. It'll make you explore it. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with somebody stirring up the way you view things, and that's how we grow.
Right.
But I just don't think any of y'all could really shift my opinion without an extended period of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't get to know each other quite like that. You know, we just respect one another's opinions and keep on moving. You know, and that's cool.
Right, I'm not going to turn around
what you're supposed to do
about you. And,
you're not going to cyberstalk me on some dumb shit.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
It's a friendly debate.
Like this too. Brain in the chat room just brought up something here. He said we should have fact check Fridays. What that means is this. That way we can get back and we can talk about previous shows or opinions, and we get them people back in here, and then we say, well, look, we talked about it then. I didn't have no facts. Now you kind of like can do like a second rebuttal on it.
Hey, you know what else? You know what else we should do? We should implement. Don't talk about shit you don't know what the hell you know. You know. If you don't know what the hell you talking about, close your mouth. Let's implement that rule. That's a rule I got on my. That's a self-implemented rule.
I agree with that.
I just want to say it's 1:35 a.m. It's 1:35 a.m. and I am out of Courvoisier in my non-felt voice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it on to bed. But y'all be good.
Hey, you want to learn something crazy? Hey, listen, you look like you could be the cousin of Desi Brown, and that don't mean nothing to you, right? It don't mean nothing to you. But if you Google it and you look at them, y'all might be kin, because y'all relate to one another.
Wow.
He got that Omar Epps thing going on too.
And if he watches that,
why does everybody say? And everybody says that. Oh my God!
But that's a compliment, man.
No, I know that. No, I don't say it.
It's a compliment.
That's why I've been getting called lately.
Hey, bro, real quick though, House, not higher learning.
Huh? Oh, which one?
House, not higher learning. the doctor, bro, not the track star. You look like the doctor, bro.
No, but when I was a teenager, when I was a teenager, somebody came up to me and thought I was Omar Epps. I'm from Chicago, so I was sitting in the subway, and the Juice poster was just put up, and they turned around and looked at me and looked at the poster and was like, so I just turned back and smiled and turned back around.
Wow.
Go see my new shit. Tupac in it.
Daron, I'm checking your study habits on the chat. Got your Cavassier, puffing.
No.
I'm like, look, that's some good studying right there.
I want to say something to Brain. Brain, do you want to be a #1 fact checker on Friday?
Uh-oh.
Way
Uh-oh.
basically is people make a statement and
Hey.
you sit up and try to pull up links to blow their statement out of water. Fact checking. Hey, you want to do that? You want to volunteer for that job? Or matter of fact, anyone in the chat room can do it. But you can be main one. Say, yep, you know, your job is to fire at all opinions. Fact checking Friday. To me, I like this. I like the debate, and I like for my opinions to be attacked or to see can they hold up to scrutiny.
Right.
Then that's how you know it's really got. You know what I mean? It's not like everybody is Black Lives Matter people. I mean, shit, man. I mean, I done went pepper bag.
You're gonna stop. You're gonna stop. I'm gonna get you. That's all right. I'm gonna get you.
But see, y'all haven't come up with a name for me yet, so I've been safe.
All
right. You always be Dre Day to me, so I've been calling you Dre Day for the longest. So
you got to have a funny comment.
We gotta give it. Look, we gotta give. That's too cool. We gotta give him something corny.
Cool, man. He's like
KRS-One, you KRS Fun. Always fucking off having fun instead of doing any work.
No, hold on. See, this how I'm gonna mess your head up. He like Dre Day, like you escaped Suge. So Suge is like dude that you was just helping out. To now you aftermath.
Aftermath sucks.
Hey, you know what? I think Dre, you believe. Hey, you believe, man. For me, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how up in Cleveland, y'all call Cleveland Believe Land, right?
Yeah.
So you a believe man for me. You know, everything you spit to me was the truth. I believe in you, bro, for that. You know what I'm saying?
I do
so,
too, man.
Yeah, so you the believe man, right? You the believe man, you know? You believe him. He ain't bullshitting you. Believe that man.
Thanks.
Hey, we just need to find you an Eminem, man. We need an Eminem, man. Like, they forgot about Dre. That's all, man. That's all.
Hey, look,
you from
milk
you
carton
that close, man.
On that milk carton. That is on that milk carton in that video.
Don't worry about it. We gonna work something out.
For coming out to the show, please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that donate button right there because that's what keeps it going. But yeah,
you know what? Matter of fact, I think I found your Eminem. He was on the show last night.
Who?
Somebody get Josh back on the show. Josh is your Eminem.
The other day.
Yeah, well, he needs to see. He got to be on late night. That's Eminem with you, Drake. Josh. Because Josh don't take no shit. He just comes straight forward.
Yeah.
He's speaking how he speaks the truth. I mean, hey, he don't allow that bullshit happen. When he was saying about nobody can go back over the dude's show, I was like, I don't give a fuck. That's Eminem shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm here. See, you got the old school head. You call me, you got KRS-One, or you call me old dirty bastard. I mean, man, we can mix it up. And then, you know what I mean? Hey, you want to make names, BLM? I mean, I'm going to call her Missy, man. How about Missy, Chess? That's cool?
Missy? Okay, I'll take Missy. I get my flow on. I love Missy. I love Missy.
I love her too.
BLM, baby. No, she can't. That's too cool of a name. We got to get BLG.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you, when I first got on the first year dig, they clown me, man. You know what they call me? Even though I think this lady was a beautiful lady and very talented, but they was clowning me. They was calling me Florida Evans.
Oh man.
Yeah, they were just talking about the natural, but I was like, that's not right. I was like, that was a talented woman and she was beautiful, but they was clowning me. They was clowning me hard. I was like, damn.
Hey, she was way more talented than she was beautiful, but
I got your personal opinion.
No, hell no. That's some. I hear what you're saying.
We're getting on a topic. We're getting on a topic.
Nah, that's just my opinion personally. So yes, you are correct.
That's true. That's true.
But I think that social norms probably lean towards more towards my opinion. And both, and I could have been impacted by that. To be fair, you know.
Yeah, we all know that
Right.
what's the standard of beauty, so we already know how that's been.
Hey, but her daughter though on the show now.
Oh, you talk. Oh, Thelma.
Now come on now.
Thelma,
So
you know Thelma's still out there. Thelma looks good. She's like
She's
60
still
something.
fine. She's still fine. Yeah,
Hey,
she's still
Thelma,
fine.
Thelma out there doing it. She
Yeah.
does, I guess, speaking engagements and stuff. But I mean,
Yes.
she still looks good.
I know. I saw her recently, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you, today
She
and
looks good.
yesterday and back in the '70s, she looked better than Florida Evans. We can all agree to that, and there ain't nothing wrong with us saying that. And the majority of people would say that. And Florida was very attractive in many ways. In many ways,
Yeah.
she was not.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, when I first got on the You Dig, that they were taking it as like that. It was supposed to be they were trying to clown me.
Black Lives Matter.
No, Missy.
Two.
We're going with
Two.
Missy. We're going with Missy. I'll take
You
Missy
gotta
over
say
BLM.
two.
We don't say the name of my old show here. We don't.
What?
Don't say
Oh, we don't say that.
My bad. Look, I already got two. I already did two bad things tonight. I'm just bad. That's because I was hanging out
Okay,
earlier
girl.
before I came on.
No, you Black Lives Matter. Y'all
That's
always.
from all that military discipline. You letting your hair down.
I know. I'm
that.
rebellious. I've been rebellious for the last 2 years.
Taking all them orders.
It's always fucked up.
Well, they were getting on to you?
Disruptive.
Oh, they were clowning me, Damien. They were clowning me, man.
Yeah.
I was like, they were like, using all of the bad terms. I was about to jump off, but I kind of expected it. So I was like, let me see what's going on. That was the first time I ever got on the Google thing. So
They clown me. You know what for?
what's that?
Go ahead and guess.
Oh, Damien, I got a name for you.
Uh-oh. Here it goes. I bet
Pierre, the comedian.
I don't know him, but everybody
You
else
don't
laughing.
know? You don't know? Okay.
What you think all light-skinned brothers know each other? I know Elder Bars, but that's about it. I bumped into Lionel Richie one time.
Oh my God. Yeah, look, you got me on the stereotype right there. I thought y'all all hung out, the pretty boys.
Check out the chat sometimes.
I get the newsletter.
April Ray just made a good comment. Have you ever had any supernatural things? You believe in anything supernatural?
Yeah.
Like what? Look at the chat.
I do.
Like what? Like what's happened? Have you ever had an event happen?
All right.
I have, but I've had some weird things, and sometimes I have to sit back and be like, okay, were you really hallucinating or what? But I've heard stories. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Something with kids. I'll give you a story. A guy that I work with, he had his son was like 4 or 5 at the time, right? So he went over to his, I guess they went to his grandparents' house or whatever. And so the time that they were staying there, the little boy kept saying, hey, Dad, this man is coming into my room at night. And they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, he just comes in there and talks. So the kid keeps telling them about this man that comes to visit him at night. And he's like, I'm not scared. He's cool. He's cool. So they start looking through photographs. And the boy, when he sees, it would have been his great-great-great-grandfather. He saw the picture and he pointed it out and he said, hey, that's the man that comes to visit me.
Wow.
I've heard a lot of stories with kids. I'm serious. I've heard a lot of stories like that with kids. I'll tell you, even when my mother passed, her brother had passed a year before. My niece was 4 at the time. Same thing. And when my mom passed, my niece kept coming to me and she would say, she was crying and she said, hey, Uncle George came to get Mom. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, when can we go to heaven? And I'm like, what? And I mean, she kept saying this for like a week. And, she would be crying and she was like, I'm mad at Uncle George. He came to get Grandma. He took Grandma away. But when can we go to heaven? And I'm like, I just took that as like, okay, Mom was just kind of saying, hey, you guys don't worry about me. I'm okay. But I mean, I got a bunch of stories like that. And then when it's with a child, because they always say that a child is just innocent and they don't rationalize, of course, like we do, right? So I believe it's I believe there's a spiritual realm and a physical realm. I definitely believe that. I can't prove it. All I have is my little anecdotal, the kind of little stories that make the hair stand up. And you like, what?
Yeah.
But I mean, how do you explain, like Guy's little son, he's like, they all just fell out. They were like, they couldn't believe it. just going through pictures, and the little boy was like, "That's the man that comes to see me at night."
Right.
So I don't know. Do 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 do.
Yeah, should we really be talking about this late at night? We should say this for the morning, y'all.
Just cut all the lights on. Cut all the lights on.
October is a month or so away, so I mean, no, I think we good, man.
We good? Okay, but I'm gonna turn the light on just in case.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
Be a great topic.
I'm gonna turn my camera on, y'all. If something happen, y'all call somebody.
Anybody else have a story or Tara?
Well, I was working in a house, and I was sitting there working. I'm putting towels on the floor, and it's like remember I told you about the older woman that's like my best friend. So I'm standing, I'm putting towels on the floor, and looks like you see somebody out the corner of your eye, and it's like okay. And I look up, I look at them, and they're there, and I turn and look away. Then I realize, what the fuck? And I look back, and they're gone. And come to find out, I'm sitting there, and I described this man to a T. She went out and pulled out a picture, and come to find out, that was her boyfriend, that they were together for a while, and they were about to get married, and he died. And she said, what's so bad is, he would have, and she always joked, said, Gary would have liked you because he always liked people like you, and basically, like, when you work and do that type of work, he likes to stand there and watch.
Oh, wow.
Man, what? What?
Yeah,
Sweet.
Whoa.
We are not alone.
I'm out of there. Like, will you tell Gary next time I come over here that I like to work alone?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was deep.
See?
Yeah, that would throw me, man.
Cause she said, now I described him. I said he was kind of like big, heavy set, looked like he was. And she was just like, she said that's Gary, and she went and got a picture. Said, yep, that's him. And I said that's bad. That's what I said. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I really haven't experienced it out here knowing this gonna mess your head up. I stay across the street from a graveyard.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gonna have a walk at night, Return of the Living Dead? Don't.
No, it's fun though. Only story I can tell you that kind of spooked me. It was years ago when I was walking my dog. I had a Rottweiler, and I mean we was hearing something like someone was walking towards the fence because it's a fence that separates the graveyard, and you got a little path you can walk the dog. And I was hearing like something was walking, but I'm not seeing anything. He's looking, I'm looking, but we steady walking. So he go ahead, he take his his doo-doo when he's looking towards the fence. We still hearing something walking, but we don't see anything. So I'm like, okay, well, hey, he done doo-dooing. It's probably time to go across the street, be done. I swear to God, it just felt like something you hear coming close. He shot across the street. I mean, ran across it. This is a two-way traffic. It's usually a busy, intersection type thing. He just ran. Lucky it was late night. He just shot off. So now I'm standing there like, why did he just run? And all of a sudden now I don't want to hear these steps no more. And then he run across the street, and then he just get right there by the house, and he just stood there and he just looked. And I'm still across the street looking at him like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And then it just like, all right. I go run across the street and try to grab him. He run cross back to the street to where the gate at. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'm not fucking with you no more. I'm finna walk in the house because I didn't get that. And I'm like, what the fuck wrong with him? They were saying that actually the neighbors were saying that somebody prior had died. They had got hit by a car years ago. When he was walking his dog, his dog shot off across the street and he got hit by a car. I was like, wow. I say, okay, I ain't walking them, and I never walked him over there. I never did that again. I never in my life did that again. They say actually he was buried over there.
He just wanted, that was that spirit. He just wanted to holler at you real quick.
Nah. I never walked him over. I never went over there again. I haven't even been in that cemetery. No.
It's funny that we got on this topic tonight because it ain't like we scripted this or anything. But I'll say this: I used to have another old lady that I was friends with. She was like practically my grandmother, and up until I was 28, we was just even though like we were just cool friends, even though she was like 40 years older than me, and her husband had passed away. And I remember what she told me. She said that he was, she went to see him, and he was in the bed, and then like she was just sitting there. You know how they sit there and wait with him. And he was still like, and she asked, "Well, what's you?" He kept pulling at the covers, and she said, "Well, what you doing?" She said, "I'm going to see the man." And like, huh? He said, "Yeah, man, I done heard him, but I ain't seen him yet." And he died 3 hours later. Like, would you? And so I mean, sometimes they say that. I think I've had something like that because I think the brain plays tricks on the body because one of the times I went and I donated a lot of blood and the person did it wrong where basically they put a gap when they tried to turn it too tight and they didn't release it. They put a gap in so when they took the blood, I was fine. I got up. I literally stepped out into the lobby. As soon as I got to the lobby, it's like you can see like your vision just come down to like close, like a TV going off. And then I could hear everybody, and then all of a sudden I could tell that, oh God, I'm about to fall. And you could feel yourself, and I mean literally, boom, I hit the ground. I remember there. I mean, literally, I could feel like my bowels were about to release, and I was about to crap on myself. And that's one of the things they do say. Right. And I mean, immediately, it's like, boom, I could hear people talking around me, but you couldn't move. And it was like, and I was sitting there thinking, damn, is this what it feels like when you die?
Wow.
Literally, it's like, and then it's come to find out, I snapped back within like a minute or so. But I tell you, they picked
So
me up.
That's like a near-death experience thing.
Right, because it was basically a gap in the air, in the blood to the brain. So it's like, boom, everything just shut down. And it's like your senses shut down one by one. And I mean, I know exactly what because you just feel like you about to just crap on yourself. And I done heard, they say a lot of people who, what do? After they die,
Yeah.
I posted the link, Leslie.
Oh.
And again, if you need me to post the link again, I'll post it. That way.
It's easy that you say that, you know what I mean, right? Because at the same time, I think about that too, like certain situations, just not to get off topic but in certain areas, with certain areas I've been at and it's been shootouts and I actually seen like teenagers get shot and run. And right there in front of my eye just collapsed. And like damn, like I felt like even being a grown man, like to see that boy, that last time that one boy collapsed, and he was a teenager. This was on the news, and he just had moved in the neighborhood with his grandmama because his mother couldn't take care of him, and left it with the grandmama. And he, but he still knew about the neighborhood. He was out there hanging with them guys, and got caught up. He was there no more than a week. He got caught up in a situation, was a drive-by. And he got shot in his back. And I actually was out there because I was going to walk to the store, seeing, this just happened. And seeing him run and just collapse like that, it never done to me to think about how the body is reacting to it, but just the mind. And I never, it took me a while to, to get sleep from that because, see a teenager like that collapse. Now, I didn't even know his story too when they talked about with the news and it was mom was saying. But to see that in person, that fucked my head up.
Wow.
I really never seen. Usually, people get shot and they just collapse. I seen this boy run. He ran at least about 50 yards and just collapsed.
Oh, wow.
Also, too, I want to say something, too, where he says this. We're going to have a topic on the show, too, to talk about what we have to steal in some of these young people because, the older lady, she has a nephew, and he's, he's only 5 years old. So he always follows me around when I'm working on houses. And I remember his mother would say, like when I'm working in her house, oh, no, just leave Andre alone. No. I tell her, under no circumstances do you tell that boy to leave me alone. If he wants to tag along and watch or hold the light, he's always welcome, because you don't stop. Because literally, when I said my dad didn't teach me, every time I learned, it was somebody came to the house and they allowed me to tag along.
Right.
Right.
Someone allowed me, not knowing me, to tag along, and then I don't let the little boy tag along with me. The first water heater I put in, I was 12 years old, and I remember my grandmother was asked her what man. He said, "Well, just leave your number here, because when this one go out, I'll call you again. Write your number on it." He said, "There's no need to. I just taught your grandson how to put it in. So by the time this one goes out, he'll be old enough to put it in himself."
Wow, that's good. That's good stuff.
How would I look to not pass? I mean, somebody, I notice always people let me tag along. So how would I look not to let him tag along? But I just look up, there was a murder here in Cleveland where basically what happened is supposedly some dude in the bar brushed up against, now at first they were saying this his girl's butt. Now, come to find out the dude is they did a background check on the dude, no criminal history, in college, never been in trouble before. They got into an argument in the club. They pushed him out the club, and then afterwards they beat the shit out of him, beat him into a coma, and he died. But what hurt me is that the 5-year-old was with his dad. His dad was the one that killed him. So basically, come to the house and they arrest him in front of the 5-year-old.
Right.
And I mean, he's just such a lovable little boy that I love him. I love him like he's my kid. And he was screaming that his dad was being taken away. And you going down for murder. You ain't getting out no son. I mean, basically all that. I mean, no offense, you're too young. All that because you bumped into somebody in the fucking club. This got to be 25 years old. You too fucking old for that type of shit.
Yeah, that's sad. He wasn't thinking about he definitely wasn't thinking about his baby at that time.
What's so bad is, just literally to show you how it would piss me off, just literally, a friend of his mother, a friend, tried to get some money off of that one of them little things, and then tried to say that the 5-year-old had touched her daughter. He's 5 years old. He's like just turned 5. And I mean, he ain't a fast 5. He was a slow 5. He didn't start talking really until like after 3. So So don't you? And I mean, man, oh man, and he's just so lovable now. Literally, when I heard that lie, and then it came out that it was a lie, I just wanted to stomp the shit out that bitch. I mean, literally. I mean, plain and simple, he's young and he can forget about it, but you understand what I'm saying? You don't pull no fucking lies with somebody. I mean, somebody's life.
Yeah.
Even though he's young and it can't be nothing, but still, I mean, literally, if somebody told a lie that you messed with my kid and you didn't, you know what I mean? You be up under one of these houses that I work on.
Some people just evil, man.
Yes, it's fucked up when you use your kids' employees.
Right.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want to an adult, but don't involve no kids in your childish ploys.
That's right. And that
that's why I had such a big thing with homegirl, with that light skinned chick. With they was trying to consider her as a martyr. I was like,
oh shit.
I was like, yeah, all right. No, that's why I'm not saying no names, which I know.
Come on, you guys really think that girl?
You said the name martyr. That's a name.
Right.
Do you guys really think that girl was in her full capacity? Seriously?
No, I don't.
I knew
she was clearly paranoid. Clearly.
The same video that you said you watched of that 20-minute interaction. That's the same one I was first exposed to. And as I'm listening to her line of reasoning and her choice of language, I'm thinking to myself, this young lady, and I'm being very respectful, much more respectful than her behavior. This young lady was trying in her mind, in her sick, twisted mind. She
had a whole she had a whole different situation going in her head. That chick was, there was something clear. I'm not making excuses for her, and but It was nothing right with that with her.
That's not the thing, you know what I mean, towards with her own individual thinking. My
Right.
thing was like, okay, but with the kids, what made me
Right. How they're impacted by it.
But you know what? When you're twisted, if you get in a situation where you're delusional, or you're, like she had some serious stuff going on in her head. She think what she was doing, she thought she was right. We can look at it and be like, she off her rocker, but I mean, she's clearly had, a situation in her head.
But that's why I was kind of going off what Dre was saying towards what he was saying with that 5-year-old, and I think this is
right.
how these women be thinking. I don't think that's fair to the kids at this stage of the game, because now social media and everything is put out the light, and then motherfuckers still want to keep doing this. I don't understand it.
Here's my thing on that tip, right? Well, that's another thing they ragged on me about, which they ragged on me when I first got on the show before, because I was talking about like personal responsibility, right? And then like some people, they want to blame shit on other people when really they're bringing all of it onto themselves. They don't want to take personal responsibility for what's going on in their life. And everybody wants to go off statistics. Like this girl, she went out there on a mission to harass police. That was her sole mission, was to make that interaction difficult, to see if she could arise some type of action out of him that she could then hold against him. And then all of a sudden, she's a community activist. She out there provoking him, and she's a community activist. Like that's that fake shit, man. And then they don't want to be held accountable when shit don't go right.
Yeah, was she supposed to be an activist?
Yeah.
Yes.
She was?
Because she actually on her Instagram thing, and she seemed like she was a person that really was doing her research, and she was trying to put it out there, put an insight of what was going on from the poems I was seeing her was saying.
Okay.
And then I honestly, I didn't have a problem with that. She seemed passionate about that. But when it comes to your kids,
right?
Come on.
Yeah. I only watched that one video, and I just thought it was a real sad situation. No, I think the cops handled it. They handled it well, but yeah, she shouldn't be dead.
No,
look,
I agree 100%. She shouldn't.
Look, I don't believe the rest of the story. All these stories, all that sensationalism. I see one spot and I have to leave it alone. There's no way they should have killed her. I mean, I'm like a SWAT team. You couldn't neutralize one female with one gun.
All right, you've had more exposure to weapons than I'll ever have in my lifetime, right? So here's what I'll say. I play Call of Duty, right? Mm-hmm. And when I want to get somebody that's in close proximity, I always get the shotgun because it gives me a wide blasting range. You know what I'm saying? This woman was holding a shotgun. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you say she didn't have to die.
That's what they say. We don't know. There's really no video footage of that.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's video footage of her putting the bullets into the shotgun.
That was a separate day, from what I heard. That wasn't the same day.
It was a separate day, but the fact is, she's always been aggressive towards police and
true.
Well, no, but you say that if we got a video of her loading that weapon, and then the police say they're at her home and she is in possession of that weapon, yeah, we can say they're making up some narrative.
Right, you can do that about any police case. You can do that about any police case.
And why would they want to create a narrative about this nobody woman? Like, no disrespect. Yeah, but I don't think she's that fucking relevant for that many people to conspire.
But when you have I don't have the specifics, but like the instances with what was that? Oh God, where was it when they had the people that were actually like holding down a whole compound? I mean, you have so many different situations.
You're right.
I mean, I just don't think. I don't think they had to kill her, but I mean, it's
unfortunate. But this is what I would say: if she's standing there holding a shotgun, do they have to kill her? If she's pointing the shotgun at the door, do they have to kill her? That would be my question. And I don't think she needed to die, but I don't think she did anything to prevent herself from dying either.
Thank you. Because that's what I'm going to say. Let me say this, because as her stance, she felt like, okay, that the police are the enemy. Why would she put herself in that position in situations that she knew she's not going to be able to win against police?
Right.
when the other people that was sitting there was doing things, they stance wasn't against police. I mean, not towards when the police got there, but most of the time when they had to stand off with police, they already did their damage.
Let's do this. In all fairness, let's not even consider what happened in other standoffs. Let's just say what we know happened in this one. And what I'm saying is and the question that I posed is this is to the retired military person and my man Anthony that said he sees people die. Okay, all right. So I'm posing.
I'm a veteran myself. I'm a vet myself.
Okay, I didn't know that. So y'all got more experience with weapons than I'll ever have. So I'm gonna tell you from a dumbass Call of Duty perspective. But I'm saying you are trying to debilitate this person. You're trying to get control of the situation.
Exactly.
You peek around the corner and you are facing a shotgun with a wide spread. And you were let's say you're 20 to 30 feet from them. You're telling me that you don't have to kill that person? Or they can't kill you is really the question. That's really the question. You're telling me they can't kill you? Because somebody got to kill somebody. Because she already made that clear. Somebody killing somebody. So, and with the shotgun, it poses more of a threat. Like with a pistol, you got to shoot somebody. But with a shotgun, you gonna hit. You gonna hit regardless.
No, it don't matter the weapon that they have. It's the convo that you have. It's within the conversation. If this person is willing to work with you, you know what I mean? Like when they was sitting there in the door and it was like, hey, when she saw them when she was filming, and then she was loading the shotgun, and they was like, hey, are you gonna come out? And she was like, hey, everything good. And then she was talking to her son. That they could tell right there she was distant. And
if I'm correct, they were serving a legitimate warrant.
They were.
Okay.
She was like everything good, and you hearing them putting the bullets loading that shotgun.
Yeah, but that was a separate. But I mean, I understand. I think it's I think it's unfortunate. I mean, she probably did shoot at him. I mean, it's just unfortunate. I think a trained SWAT team should be able to take down one person, but maybe
I with you right there, Chester.
I'm sorry. I mean, these are trained freaking SWAT. You are top level law enforcement.
But that's the point. That's the point people don't understand about SWAT. SWAT's not being called in to arrest you. That's what people don't understand about SWAT. They're called in when somebody's supposed to take a bullet.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the point.
I mean, yeah, right. I mean, if you have to, I know, shoot to kill, but exactly, Patrick, exactly. Because regular cops went and they were like, okay, the girl's got a gun, she's hostile, so they call the people that are trained to handle that. And I'm like, you mean to tell me one girl, one female, one gun, and I don't know how many SWAT guys were there. Like I said, I don't believe. It's just unfortunate.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure she was hostile.
I think the weapon is really
SWAT between the regular call and SWAT call. They go through your records to see your criminal record, if you've been called to the address before, and for what. They already know that information before SWAT arrives to your front door. That's why they approach certain people in certain manners. So when people read the story, SWAT team called and all this and that, it's just one girl, but they don't understand. They didn't understand until you read the other pieces of the story that she's making terroristic threats towards the whole police department. Yeah, they will put a bullet in your ass.
Yeah.
You're a danger to the community.
And at the same time, you got your son there.
Oh no, I don't think that mattered, man. I think that she was teaching. She had already made it clear the message she was sending to her son, because she had been convincing this young man over the course of his life that the cops want to kill him.
No, that's not towards what I'm saying. With them looking at her as a threat, like as a mother, and she still was doing this shit without her son.
Right. Some people would say, well, no way she would do all this in front of her son. Bullshit. We've all been bad parents.
Yeah. Well, R.I.P. is unfortunate.
Twice. She did it twice. Not once.
She had a fucking gun. I don't give a damn who it is. That could have been her daughter.
Tara in the chat called it. She said suicide by cop. She called.
Volume.
She could have been my daughter. I hate to say, I still would have shot her ass for doing all that shit. I mean,
I would have, twice.
Can't do nothing. You can't protect nobody. They gave him 7 fucking hours.
That was your daughter. I hope you were getting that girl some help.
Bro, is that true? They gave her 7 hours?
Yes, they did. Think about it.
Yeah,
They called
yeah, that was an hour. That was an hourly thing.
8 hours.
7 hours.
Oh, yeah, 8 hours. 8 hours. She got to go.
Hey, guys, 8 hours. They could not subdue this chick. I'm sorry.
I agree with
can't.
you. Like
8 hours.
Whoa, hold on, though, Chess. Think about it.
Okay.
Hold on. This could have happened. This same situation could have happened when she was in her car.
Huh?
Wait.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, they didn't have. They should have arrested. The cops did good with that situation. They could have arrested her, but because I mean, she was just being. She was not complying. No problem. Like I said.
That's my point. See what I'm saying? So
I understand.
What up, George? I want to thank you
Hi,
guys.
George.
Joe, please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that donate button down there. How you doing, George?
It's open mic night, George. It's open mic night. Everybody's already done something. Patrick, yeah, you came on late. Everybody got to do everybody got to spit a verse or something.
Hey, Tess, yep, y'all guys got to do a verse.
Really? Are you guys serious?
Challenge, man.
A Bible verse? What the hell are you talking about? A verse?
Wait.
It's open mic night. No.
I'm just playing, man.
We're just lighting it up.
I'm actually working, so I can't stay long, but I was listening to the show in the background, and I got a comment on something. As ex-British army, I've dealt with the sharp edge of the sword, and to understand how to quell a subject within a room, you have to have 2 ideal goals. You are either going in to kill or capture your target. If it is a hostage rescue situation, you are using as many tactics given to you that are possible to increase the survivability of the captured. It doesn't matter what you're doing to take down the hostile. You take down the hostile, save the innocent. That is your job. If after 8 hours of negotiation, a person is armed with a lethal weapon which can take an officer down or an operator, it is lethal force as your only option. Her gender, her capability is not a factor anymore. The fact that she has a deadly long weapon is. So you go into that room and you kill her and you save the innocent. There is no other option. There is no, well, we might be able to use some foam or anything else. She is a danger.
Yep.
Because what you're asking for is you want someone to go around there, prove the fact that she's got a shotgun, get shot, be taken out, and then you can kill her.
Those are good points, but there are countless situations where cops have been faced with multiple people armed and shooting, and they haven't killed people. So I mean,
but how many have?
No, I'm not missing the point. I understand.
Wait.
I understand. I would never try to be. I totally understand, George, because you know what? I wouldn't want their job because.
No, listen, I can answer that. Like I said, I've been on the sharp end of the sword. What you must understand is someone who doesn't want to give up won't give up. There are people who've been in shootouts and they don't want to give up. There are people who are in shootouts and think, shit, I need to give up.
Okay.
If they don't want to give up, guess what your option is?
I mean, after they first took that shot and missed her, and she didn't have to shoot back, she could have just been like, okay, all right, they ain't playing, I'm done.
That's what I said. Literally, after 8 hours, she is belligerent. She is beyond control. She's already got a child using as a human shield. Do you not think that reflects how nuts this woman is?
I agree. I think she was mental. I definitely agree on that.
So if
like I said,
you can't negotiate with someone mental. If you could negotiate with the mental, you wouldn't need to give them treatment. You just say stop being mental.
Do we know do we know who fired first?
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm just curious. I'm just
police. It was because they basically was just like they kind of baited her to just put her head up. But
No.
they took a warning shot. They could have got her, but they basically took a shot at her like, we're not playing with you.
No, it didn't happen like that.
But
Police wouldn't do that.
but check this out, guys. Hey guys, I hate to say this, and I mean
Wait,
I'm not.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
I'm sorry, Dre. I'm sorry, Dre. Go ahead.
They said that what she said was this. She said, "I'm going to kill one of you if you leave," and that's when they shot her. But she had already pointed the gun at him several times, and they didn't shoot her. So how many fucking times do you give a mother?
So she never fired a shot?
No, they shot her first.
They don't need to fire a shot.
Well, check this out. Hey, Dre.
Gun
Well,
say, I'm gonna kill you.
Kind of like a warning shot, and then she shot twice or 3 times, and then that's when they just air her ass clean out.
So check it out, guys. Hey, guys, check it out. Oh gosh, and I mean, I totally understand the point. I think probably a month after that, right over in, I think it was Newport News, Virginia, they had the same situation. A mentally suicidal guy. He had a weapon. He fired at the cops. They sent in a robot. Blah blah blah. They got the guy. They fixed the situation. Didn't kill him. Same situation.
It's not the
Mentally
same
disturbed.
situation.
Okay. We don't have to argue. I mean, okay.
What you're doing is you are putting two situations which are very similar together, but you are forgetting the chaos factor.
Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah.
Humans are different.
Oh no, I know humans are different than robots. I can follow that.
Don't get me wrong, I understand you have a sympathy for her. But
Well, yeah,
at the end of the day, when you have a mission, you're not going in there to negotiate her life. She's already signed the check.
Well, like you said, I think they already went in there saying we're gonna kill her.
Well, of course you are, because somebody said this is the mission. She has a child. Look at what the briefing would be.
That's
the
what I was
briefing
saying.
is we have a woman with a confirmed long weapon. She has a child. You need to go in there and get that child. Do you think anybody do you think you could pay any of us enough money to walk into that room and let her get off a shot first and then rescue the child?
Well, not anybody on the panel, because none of you guys are SWAT trained. No, I wouldn't expect that from y'all.
But
I'm more trained than SWAT.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made that assumption then. Well, look, I'll hush up. We got a SWAT man. I'm done. Y'all win. It's unfortunate. Why belabor it? Because I'm still gonna feel the same way.
I want to bring out some other points that you're not bringing up.
I think she was mentally disturbed, and I know she was hostile.
But just like you say, they put a robot up in there to talk to the other mental guy. I've been studying this. Hold on. Now with her, they brought her family came up in there to talk to her.
Even the boyfriend tried to talk about how.
Sure did.
Well, hold up, George, where are you? Where do you live? I hear your accent. Where are you? Are you in the UK? Is George still on?
Hey, you know what?
I'm in London. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. I love London. When I was stationed in England, but I know you guys pick at us. You guys talk about us all the time. They talk about our law enforcement. You guys, look how you handle stuff over there versus how our law enforcement handles situations here. You guys,
and the gun is different,
but we still shoot people who would be armed with a long rifle, and it is what it is.
But it's also unlikely to encounter that at the same frequency as we do here as well, right?
Yes.
I had a cop give me a ticket on a motorcycle.
This is what you've got to address. The differences between the United States and the UK. Both of us have failing mental health systems, but our mental health system actually exists in comparison to yours doesn't.
True. I'll agree on that. I'll agree.
That's why we're going to have the frequency. But at the end of the day, we cannot allow mental health to now suddenly be an excuse.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I meant frequency in terms of y'all have your guns under a different control.
Yeah.
It's less likely that you encounter somebody with a gun under those circumstances.
And mainly, if you're going to a situation like that here, you're going to someone with a knife. A knife you can quell quite easily. They do a thing called coddling. They get shields and they rush you. And they slowly push you into a corner, crush you down, and then disarm you. But that's a knife.
Right.
Unless you're literally going to meet Houdini who can throw knives, then you should be all right.
And then
True.
you keep bringing up, was he in the comfort of his own home while he was doing that?
Which one? The guy I was talking about?
Yes.
Yes, he was. I'll find that link and put it up. And I mean, it was, but you know.
Right. Sorry, folks. Is there anything else? Because I got to drop out.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean,
Same old stuff. See you,
No
George.
No
I love
problem.
London. I love London, though.
No, because one thing is, I wanted to explain it. I'm a guy who is well trained, put it that way. What a lot of people don't understand about doing that is, no matter how well trained you are, when you pull the trigger, you have to assume the person is dead, because you cannot account for chaos. If that ricochets off a collarbone, it could deflect straight into the heart. It doesn't matter. Chaos is there. So when you go into a room, you just want to know you want to hit your target. That's why in hostage rescue, sometimes the hostage gets killed because of deflection. It isn't a perfect thing. Anyway.
Makes sense.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
Hey, you too, George. Bye. Next topic. I don't even know how we got on that.
Yeah, because I think that one thing that we do have to say is that her actions really don't warrant this length of conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where
we're giving her too much attention anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tell you like this. I had a homeboy when I was in high school, right? And me and him were competitive because we was both mixed and light skinned, and they pitted us against each other. It just is what it is. It's a cruel world. So the deal was we used to always go at it. We was real competitive. And this fool guy started doing dumb shit, right? So him and a couple of my friends decided they were gonna break into somebody's house. We had been trying to talk him out of it for weeks. You know what I'm saying? And we be throwing up excuses like, yo, such and such having a party, hey, there's some females over here, whatever we could do so these cats wouldn't go do it. Well, the deal is, make a long story short, they end up going to do it. They end up breaking into somebody's house that they thought was empty because they had their cars parked in the garage, and when he went into the window, he took two to the chest with a 12 gauge. Now the deal is, me and him was cool. Yeah, we grew up. But he grew up together, but in reality, I got to look at it and say he fucked up. He made a poor choice, and it cost him his life. And the deal is, we wake up every day and walk through life and say we can make a poor choice that will cost us our life. I'm saying she made a poor choice, a series of poor choices, in my opinion, because it's well documented. My poor choices aren't even that well documented, right? She made a series of poor choices that are well documented, and she lost her life very early. We should not be surprised by that, nor should we glorify that, nor should we deem her a martyr, nor should we even warrant any additional discussion about her, because we ain't sitting around talking about the dumb shit I did or anybody else on this panel because it wasn't dumb enough to cost us our lives.
Well, I agree. I agree. I'm just, I know that's the girl in me. I'm just a little more compassionate with things. I'm not making excuses. You're absolutely right. I think something was wrong with her, but she definitely, like I said, R.I.P. R.I.P.
I feel sorry for anybody that loses their life prematurely, or even when people die when they're old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just not one. I'm just not one. I don't. I'm not the kind of person that would be like, oh, it's deserved it or whatever, or nor am I the person to say she should be martyred for that either.
Right.
I just have that compassion for anybody, and so it's like you said, it's no need to belabor it. I don't even know how we got on the conversation anyway.
I don't know how we got on it either.
I think KRS-One did it.
I think somebody's talking about my buddy Tara in the chat is talking about don't mess with Texas, and that is absolutely true. But she's also talking about pig marathon races, which I don't want y'all to think that's common in Texas. I know nothing about that. So, I don't know if we want to shift topics because we done started talking about old girl or what.
I think everybody got spooked out when we should go back to the supernatural.
Nah, that scared me.
Everybody got scared. You know what? That's what happened. Everybody got spooked out and it kind of just shifted.
Yeah, y'all talking about ghosts. I'm in here turning lights on and all that. But nah. Y'all keeping up with the Olympics?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I watch some of it. I'm a basketball fan, so I've been watching.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Hey, they better be careful.
Yeah, the guys are playing with fire.
Yeah.
The girls are straight.
They're out there running it like it's an all-star game. They better play some ball.
Uh-oh. Y'all saying the guys slacking on the USA?
I mean, they having 10-point game, 10-point games, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
10-point games. You shouldn't be having no 10-point games, man.
They've been teeing me off, man. They've been teeing me off. I kind of stopped watching them.
I mean, no disrespect to the the Cleveland, you know, they are the champs, but I mean, you got to kind of look at the players. You know, hey, they like slacking off.
Yeah, you ain't never lied.
You know, look at both teams. Golden State, no, Kyrie, mad props to that guy. But I mean, he was slacking off in the beginning. But
right.
Hey man, I am going to. I didn't have a dog in that fight, right? So let me just be neutral in saying this as a basketball fanatic. Hey, that suspension of Draymond was some bullshit, y'all. I feel cheated as a fan. I think that shifted the series. I think that was some bullshit, personally.
What?
Draymond was kicking everybody.
Draymond
that was like
people in the nuts. He was supposed to be suspended before then.
I think he should have been way out of there before that.
That was his
20th. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Honestly,
you're absolutely right. He should have been way out. You don't wait till the finals.
Him, man. I mean, now the Thunder had him, but
yeah,
mad respect to what he did. Green, that was brilliant. He got in their heads.
Yeah.
Well, he must got in Kevin Durant's
chest.
head. You know, I mean, they must be doing other things.
No, Thunder lost that series. Thunder lost that series.
They you right.
They gave it away. If they was playing on all cylinders, they would have crushed the Warriors. The Warriors weren't as good as people think they were. They weren't that good.
Hell,
the Thunder was. They was that good. But I mean, hey, wow. I mean, unbelievable.
I mean, it's the thing is that we got, as fans, we got caught up in the whole 72-10, 73-9 shit. Because like I said, I'm not a fan of neither one of them teams. I'm a Mavericks fan.
I hate the Warriors, and I called that shit. I said they were faking the whole season.
I don't dislike either one of them. And as a matter of fact, I like Golden State because they got a lot of light-skinned brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like them for. That's different, you know? Other than that, I like the fact that they can put up a lot of points really fast. You know,
but don't play no defense.
And don't play no defense. Yeah, exactly.
You like
bro.
that? That's horrible.
No, let me tell you why. Because I love the game of basketball. It's like a geometry puzzle to me. Mm-hmm. And what I'm telling you is that when you watch somebody run that offense correctly, you cannot beat them. It's statistically you can't beat them. The strategy is simple. I'm gonna shoot more shots than you, right? And the deal is I'm gonna hope that I make more. But if I shoot more, there's a chance that I'm gonna make more. That means I'm going to outscore you, even if I allow you to score something.
No, but to me,
no, it's called the system. I'm not making this up. It's called the system. Leola Marymount ran.
I got to kind of debunk you on that one. Hold on, I got to debunk him on that one. Cause see, I'm from Chicago. And I'm 39 years old. So most likely, man, you know, I'm from the Jordan, the Pippen era.
There you go.
Nothing better.
And then what I knew about it's an overall game. You know, you stop them really by defense. You crush them on defense.
But you stop them with endurance.
That too. But how do you what really wins championships?
It's defense.
Right,
You can run into a
let's
team, but
not,
then
but
that's
let's
Defense,
not,
the
defense.
I respect what you're saying, but let's not deny the fact that they were scoring 140 points.
when
I
though
mean,
when
huh?
during the season when you played a different team every night. And the playoffs is a series, so you can
Yes.
try to
Oh,
outscore the opposition.
I'm
The
not talking
playoffs,
about
it
But
Golden
it's
becomes
State.
something
I'm not talking
totally
about,
different.
hey, I'm not talking about Golden State. I'm talking about Loyola Marymount, the system that they're trying to mimic at the professional level. I'm saying score as much as you can, and then you don't have to play as hard a defense, but you got to be able to play consistent defense for 4 quarters. It's
Okay, okay,
endurance.
okay,
It's endurance.
okay, okay. Let me kind of rewind it. Let me rewind a little bit. It's not
Okay, because
really about endurance. Hold on. It's about getting
okay,
in your opponent's head, like what Detroit Pistons used to do. It's
right.
intimidating your opponent. It's not about what you could score. It's not about who's on your team. It's about getting in their head. Once you get in your opponent's heads and you put it in their heads, like, hey, we can't beat that team. No matter how good you are, you ain't gonna be able to beat that team.
I
And
agree,
that's
but I'm gonna
what
add.
the
Let me
Bulls.
add. Let me add to that. How you get in their head is by being able to outlast them. They are so wore out, and you still have energy. It's endurance. That's how you
It
kill
can't be
them.
by shooting no threes.
I
It,
think y'all are
it,
saying the
it,
same thing, but what's his name? Damien? What Damien is saying, that's one way of getting in the opponent's head. That's what they were trying to do.
I mean,
Well,
it
I'm saying
is worth it
the way the
with Golden
system that they
State.
employ, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to score as many points as possible, and then they're going to let you score some.
I
You
got
know
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
saying?
I got what you're saying. But I
Yeah.
mean, with these teams at this stage, they don't really play that type of defense like teams did back then. Who they play against? Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland was
No.
hurt.
Yeah,
Cleveland
you
wasn't
don't.
fully,
Hey,
so
hey, that's also in the day of hand checks too. You know what I'm saying? Where you could really get
it
physical on
wasn't
defense.
handshake. It was like flipping you on your neck.
Yes.
Taking your back.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. That's when you could
The
put
good
your
old
chest on
days.
somebody and yeah, you bump somebody and
you
it's
just get a
good.
flagrant. Back then, you just get a flagrant. You weren't getting suspended for 3 games. You
No.
just get your flagrant.
No. No, you was just hooping.
Right. But,
But I'm saying like they try to take that system that was very successful in the early '90s in the college realm, right? Because first of all, they played 2 halves, so that does make a difference. But they're taking this system that is the theory is put up more shots than them, right?
mhm.
And have more energy than them, right? And yes, that does equate to playing harder defense. But basically, what you have to do is be able to play the same defense in the fourth that you played in the first.
Okay, so let me ask you this, though. How
All
do you
right.
think Cleveland end up beating Golden State?
Really, in my opinion, personally, I don't want to sound
Go
like no
off that
bandwagon,
Just
but
Draymond
as
Green getting suspended. You can't go off that.
no. Really, to be honest with you, and first of all, I grew up watching Jordan. I'm a huge Barkley fan, but I personally believe, and this is gonna, y'all ain't gonna like this, but I really believe that LeBron James is the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
Hmm.
I
And
wouldn't
and
knock
uh,
that. I can't
and
knock
and
that.
uh, and the reason why I say that is because here I've seen him 2 years in a row. Like last year's finals was way better. He was to me, he was a man amongst boys last year. Like this year, Kyrie, a couple other people kind of stepped up, but last year he was a man amongst boys, averaging a triple double. So this year it solidified it for me. The reason why Cleveland won is because LeBron James is the best basketball player I've probably seen in my lifetime. That's Jordan, Kareem. I love Barkley to death, but I know he ain't really in the runnings. But I'm talking about the best person I've ever seen play. That's
No,
why they won.
no. I'm gonna say this.
Because he ain't a leader to me.
LeBron, like his physical, that the specimen, like he's like an alien to me. Like
Right,
what guys come in the league like him?
right,
That's just like unreal, you know.
right.
But to say the best player I ever seen, no, I can't say that. But like
Dude.
for his build and his knowledge
Well,
and no,
okay,
hold on,
best player pound
to
for
be
pound
so
is Iverson.
young, to be
Yeah.
so young and the talent that he have, yeah. But the
I
best,
mean, you
no.
gotta count his size, of course.
I mean, like I said, like specimen, like he's an alien.
Yeah.
He's like one of them masked. What's the V movie back then? Like,
Yeah.
pull off his face and you won't see an alien.
Yeah. But I think pound for pound, best player ever was Allen Iverson to me. Pound for pound, but he's
Legends I've even said that. They said pound for pound, Allen Iverson.
Yes. Hey, 6 foot, 165, the average 30. That motherfucker is the best basketball player we've ever seen. But with that,
I say no. Me personally,
oh, man, who would you say then?
Hey,
I don't even like. I don't even like
say?
saying this. I don't even like saying this.
My one is Michael Jordan. My two is Scottie Pippen. And my three probably would surprise you. My three probably would make you mad.
Your two made me mad. What
Anthony, you put Scottie Pippen as the
for?
number 2 basketball player ever, bro. Like,
No, not
Scottie Pippen, man.
Bro, y'all don't think Pippen is number 2?
bro, we know he's not number 2.
Nah, bro. I think that he's the best. He's the second best Bull ever.
Oh my God. Okay, so who? Okay, give me y'all breakdown. Give me y'all top 5. Here we go. Now let's top it.
Well, here's
I can't
the
give top 5 all players. I can't give top 5 all players.
Yeah, I can't either because I want to put Barkley in there and it'll be emotional.
I can't compare Shaq to Allen Iverson. I can't do that.
How so? But Allen Iverson was sitting there taking Shaq when they was in the championship. It's sad that Allen Iverson lost against them, but he was taking it to Shaq ass.
Well, let's say 1 through 5.
I can't compare those two players. You can't do it. You can't give a top 5 anything.
LeBron can play any position, and he be the top 5 player at any position.
There's an elite class of players. No matter what era they're in, you can put them in that grouping of great players. But you can't put Scottie Pippen at number 2 when he was one of the greats in his own era. He wasn't even top 5 in his own era.
That's true.
Oh my. Okay, hold on. Now,
don't say rings.
Now, no.
Okay.
The statistics will prove this. When Jordan retired, Pippen was leading his team in every statistic.
He's supposed to.
Yeah.
No player was able to do that.
What do you mean? Who else was on the team? Who else was on that team?
Okay.
All right, here's the deal.
I mean, this is a championship team at that time.
A team.
He had a hell of a lot to carry.
I can't say it was stars, but they were stars in their own rights. They was role players.
So no, but here's the thing, and a lot of people argue this, but I believe that, like you said, you're from Chicago, right? So you saw that team firsthand. So I can't take that away from you. So you probably know the role that he played better than people that didn't watch all the Bulls games because it wasn't in their media market.
Yeah,
but this is what.
But at the same time, hold on. But I knew about other teams prior to that anyway. We could go from Boston to L.A. to Detroit.
I'm not denying the fact that you were aware of everybody else, but like I don't catch Chicago games here in Texas, but I can see every Spurs game, every Rockets game, every Mavericks game. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that was just the exposure that I had, but I kept up with what everybody was doing, right? Now here's the thing. A lot of people debate this, right? And I think that I would like to know your opinion. Because I think I'm in the majority when I believe that what made Scottie Pippen as good as he was the fact that he played with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, hands down. Hands down.
Okay.
I agree 100%.
So you're saying that the number 1 man made the number 2 man?
No, I'm going to say this. Prior to, hold on. Hold on. It was another man that came along that helped Jordan to become the number 1 man. There's another person.
Bo Jackson.
I'm not gonna say Bo Jackson, but
Bo Jackson is what made Jordan. When he got hurt, they shifted all their marketing from the cross trainer to the Air Jordan.
Like I said, I'm not gonna go there. But like I said, there's always somebody that's above that number 1 that helped them to become a number 1. So then, okay, he becomes the number 1. Why wouldn't he go help the number 2? Come on, guys. Let's look at it.
So you're saying,
whoa. Okay, hold on. Now for the mess you have. You say you know about the Spurs, right?
No, I'm from the Houston area. I despise the Spurs.
Okay.
I
Can I talk
despise the
about the
Spurs.
Spurs? Can we talk about David Robinson?
Oh yeah, I love David Robinson. Man,
Okay,
respect for
David Robinson was the number one, correct?
Number
Tim
one
Duncan was
pick
the
in
number
that.
two, right?
Correct.
Can we not say that, right? So
Well,
you don't think David Robinson played a role in what's going on with Tim Duncan?
well, no. Hear
A
me out.
role? A
Because
huge role? No.
let me say
No,
where the
no.
difference
Oh my.
is. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that analogy doesn't work for me.
Okay.
First of all, because you know David Robinson had to do his military commitment prior to joining the league. So he didn't have the same career that everybody else did. So what we consider to be late in his career was actually early in his career. So really, if we look at it from career path, he should have really been on the tail end of his career when he was in the middle of his career, which ended up being the end of his career at the beginning of Duncan's career. So all of that shit don't add up. What you would say is Bill Russell took Jordan by the hand, and then Jordan took Kobe by the hand, but it don't work like that. I believe that Michael Jordan made Scottie Pippen a top 25 player. I'll say that, but he did not make him the number two, man. He just
He's
didn't do
not
it.
number two. He's not
Not out
number
of
two.
everybody. Not out
Anthony
of
suffers
everybody
from the
I've seen.
Chicago spirit.
And I got
He's
and I
not
got
number
mad
two.
respect for Scottie Pippen. I don't like his nose, but I like his game.
Leave that man's nose alone.
I'm outside. Look at my nose. What have I got to talk about?
Hey, Damien, you got to check out that clip I put out there for your
Okay.
lookalike Pierre whenever you get a chance.
Oh man, I'm gonna check it out.
Damn.
Hey, what do you guys think about Durant, KD going over to Golden State?
I called it a
Sell
year and a
out.
half ago.
Sell out.
Yeah, that was a weak move.
You can't never talk about LeBron. That was the worst move in basketball. You went to the motherfuckers that beat your ass after you were up 3-1.
No, that's not what
Sell out.
happened. That's not what happened. Listen,
That
this
is
is
what
happened.
happened.
That is
No, this is
what
what happened. No, let me state the case since I'm in
That's what
the
happened.
minority here. Here's what happened. You got like we all work for a living, right? And we do kind of favor one another. Chess, I'm looking at this video. So we all work at a job, right?
Myself right quick.
So we all work at a job. And the thing is that our job is cool. You know, it meets our needs, it pays our bills, and it's doing good by us. But the deal is that it's time for us to look for a better job, right? So the deal is we enter the job market. Now the thing is, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to pick the best job available to us that we qualify for. Now what we as fans don't like is the fact that the timing was shitty. We got the 73-9 team that now picks up what I believe to be one of the purest scores I've ever seen. That's what we have a problem with. But in reality, he went and found the best job available.
I'm glad you said that. Whoa, that's my turn. No. Let me go ahead and eat up what he just said.
Come on.
Let me eat up what you just said. Okay, so we just found the best job we found available. Okay, you said that all wrong. Let's say that, okay, you, D. I'm going to call you D. Now, you filled out. Hold on. Now, you working for this company, right? Now, you turned around and you filled out, you in this company, and then you trying to be the best you being in this company, and this other company is in your way. You know this company right here is going to stop you from really shining in the company you in right now. You know, like, hey, to get you over there on the top. So this company turn around, make your ass look like a fool. Make you look like a fool in your company right now. This other company made you like a fool in your position right now. And then you turn around, all your colleagues, they got your back in this company, like, okay, it's going to be okay. We going to get this company. They made us look like a fool. Well, we got them next year. But you turn around and say, oh, no, nah, fuck that. You leave that company, and then all of a sudden this other company that made you like a fool, you go join them.
Right. Yeah.
Well. I think that the made him look like a fool is not a business term. That's an emotional term.
How so? I mean,
let me tell you why. Because it was a better job. He's gonna go there. They're gonna win championships, and that's the best thing for his
It's not the
career.
better job because simply because he has to go. he has to go through the Western Conference still with the
You
Warriors.
know why? You know why? You know why it's a better job? Because I've been saying.
Hold on, he has the better job because the job you was just at, you the big fish. That's
No,
you
no, you're right.
Thank you. They
You
were
the
up
man.
3-1. They were
You
up
the
3-1.
man.
I've been saying from the beginning. I'm a Charles Barkley fan, right? I've been saying that, right?
Right.
You know why people don't? Why don't people respect Barkley?
I love Barkley. I love.
Because he never got. No, no, no.
Because he ain't got a ring.
I ain't with that
Because he ain't got a ring. Somebody said it. Because he ain't got a ring.
Always to be a beast to me, man. He really introduced.
Hall of Fame, but bro, nobody respects him because he ain't got a ring.
I
Durant
wouldn't say nobody
game.
doesn't respect him. I think bandwagons respect
I
the
love
rings.
Barkley. I respect Barkley.
Robert Horry has a bunch of rings, but he's not top 10 for whatever. He's not.
Right.
What did you say?
Like
Hold on, time out, bro.
Robert Horry has a bunch of rings, but he's not top 10 for whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I thought you said Barkley wasn't top 10, and we was about to have to start a side conversation.
But what I'm saying about the Warriors is, one thing about the Warriors is he went to a team that has to go through the same squad that that's going to they're going to beat them, and then he in the Eastern Conference, all he had to do was go to the Celtics. His only hurdle was LeBron. That was it. So he didn't take the job.
I think because we force these guys to get rings, y'all. We make them get rings. That's why he did it.
Nobody is not forcing you. You the top person in this company.
No, I'm saying the fans do not respect the career of a man that has not won a championship. They do not hold him in the same regard.
I would say media has done that because whenever they talk about the greats, they would say rings, rings, rings. Like with Peyton and Eli. I think they're on way two different plateaus.
Look at John
and I don't care about rings. I don't
Look
care
at
about
John
that.
Stockton, bro.
Look at LeBron James. When he won that shit with Miami, people really hated him even more.
That's because he should have stayed his ass in Cleveland and done it and not tried to stack the team through the draft.
Okay, now he won it in Cleveland. He get married. I done gave him respect.
Now I respect him for winning it for his city. I do because that means something. But at the same time, I look at it from both the love of the game and then the unfortunate side of the fact that it's a business. And I believe he made the best business move. That's what I believe.
This shit's going to bite him in the ass, Damon. I'm telling you, they're going to get knocked out. The Warriors are going to get knocked out, and people will be looking like, what in the fuck happened?
I don't believe there's a team that could beat them if they
You know what people are overlooking, Damon? But this is what people are overlooking. People are overlooking the fact they gave away the biggest asset on their team, Andrew Bogut. You gave away
but they picked up Pachulia though. They picked up Pachulia.
Bogut was blocking people dunks in the playoffs.
And they picked up JaVale McGee. So they win in every game. JaVale McGee is on the floor.
Hey Patrick, and then at the same time though, at the end of the day, what's going to happen? That same company he left to join the same company making a fool out of him, go make a fool out of him again when they don't win a championship.
I'm telling you, Damon, he's going to be known as the guy with the big black mark on his eye for NBA history. He's going to be known as that guy. He's going to be known as that.
He's going to be known as an NBA champion.
Wait a minute, I got something to say here. I'm gonna let you know like this there's no fucking way for Kevin Durant to repair his relationship. At least when LeBron could come home and repair his. If he wins the championship, it just makes him look 10 times worse.
What does he owe Oklahoma City?
Oh, but listen, if he loses, he's gonna look like a big ass fool.
Hey, but here's the deal: LeBron is from Cleveland, bro. He's from there. That's different.
Oh, but what
I'm saying that LeBron. I don't think that Kevin Durant owed Oklahoma City anything.
Like shit, no, but he gonna look like shit. Cause this is the thing. If you win with Golden State next year, motherfucker gonna say the only reason why you left because you went to a stacked team. If you lose with Golden State next year, damn.
I agree. But I think the fans force him to do that.
That's like trying to get your child from a woman and you owe child support. You gotta put in
a lot of money.
Argument. I'm gonna let you know like that.
Tara keeps saying in the chat that she likes Karl Malone, and the deal is, I like Karl Malone too, but I like Charles Barkley better. So I don't never tell nobody I like Karl Malone. So I'm saying it in front of y'all. I like him.
I'm not knocking towards what most of them players did at the end of their career when they was really trying to get a ring. A lot of people ain't got a ring. But we talking about a player that he's not at the end of his career. He was at that stage that honestly he should have beat that team. And honestly, no disrespect to you, Drake. If I thought the Thunder played Cleveland, I thought the Thunder could have beat Cleveland. But I mean, he lost.
How
He
do you ban
lost.
that motherfucker? Let me see. Ban.
Hey, if we're honest, we gotta say that we know that the West is way tougher than the East
Oh, of course.
across
Not
the board.
anymore. Not anymore.
Well, I'm saying as of last year,
That's over
yeah.
with. Not anymore, because you know the one thing looking at the West is stacking up teams.
Right.
All you got nobody respecting the West.
All you got is Golden State. You ain't got nobody out there.
Nothing. That's all y'all do. The West just stack up teams.
And I'm like, look, it's gonna be Cleveland and Golden State once again. And guess what? You better get on board right now, baby.
Oh no.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna ride my
Where my Chicago jersey, man? I gotta get my Wade jersey, man, cause
I'm about to ride Dirk until he goes back to Germany to play.
I on my panel.
Hey Dre, ain't no more roles, baby. No more roles. So we number Wade, one piece of the person that was on that Miami team. So
just letting you know like this, but you ain't got roles. You right about that, but.
Hey man, that's another dude. He had a lot of potential.
That way, I would have thought that they might be able to be. They could get. I'm like this in a 7-game series. They'll win 2.
Yeah, y'all would beat us. Yeah, I know that, but hey, I mean, I could dream though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can dream.
It's cool though. I know the Bears could beat the Browns though.
Cowboys too.
I'm just talking shit, guys.
I know that.
I don't watch football until Super Bowl.
No, my fantasy is coming up. That money.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I love it. It's time to get it back on. I'm like Birdman right now.
I do fantasy for fun.
I didn't get a grill right now. I probably got Birdman nose. I didn't cut his head and go and be like, yeah. Don't mind me, y'all. My bad. Y'all continue on. Y'all come on.
I got a question. I know I'm about to get booze. So how many people watch the WNBA?
That shit is trash.
Oh!
Come on.
Hey, my homeboy said if they put them in them volleyball outfits, people will watch.
You're such a pig. You're such a pig.
My homeboy said that. I said,
right. Look, any of you guys have daughters that play basketball?
I'm just saying I don't want to see Brittany Griner in no biker shorts.
My daughter's 4, and I steered her away from basketball. I don't want her playing basketball. I don't want her being around that shit. I don't. I just don't. She does ballet. She does ballet and she does track. But I don't want her doing basketball. Basketball is getting to the point where the AAU and stuff, honestly, like on a serious note, it's getting way too serious.
Well, it is. Oh, it is serious. I coach the AAU. Yeah, you're right. It gets.
And I'm the kind of
serious.
parent. I don't want you being like, oh, do this for fun because you like it. No, I want you to be the best at it. So I don't want her being in that AAU circuit.
But that's all sports, though.
Nah, ballet.
You said track. Oh, ballet. That's a strict discipline as well, right?
But it's not like basketball. Nah, it's not a money thing like basketball. It's not like basketball. It's not.
Right. Well, she does track.
Yeah.
I mean, all sports are. I think all sports are.
But basketball, I'm telling you, Chess, you go to AAU camps and stuff with basketball,
you got
grown men looking at these kids who are like 5th grade and stuff like that, treating them like they LeBron. Hell no, I don't want her doing
I know. Yeah. I coached AAU for like 3 years, and I had to break out because it was too damn stressful. It wasn't even fun.
You got parents and people here like, play my son.
Yeah, you're
play
right.
my son. It's like he sucks. No, I'm not playing him.
But hold up. What if she just starts one day you see her and she's just like getting crazy with the basketball and starts shooting all over you? What are you gonna do? I mean, if she just shows that talent.
I still stand my ground, and if she gets to the age of like 15, 16, and it gets to that point of like getting away by relationship, then I'll tell her go ahead. But the minute she start crying about it and doing all this and that, I'm like, I told you ass.
Yeah.
But it's a difference between shooting ball in the yard and being in competitive sports too.
Yeah.
You and all that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it does.
It can become too competitive, and it can become it can take over too much time.
I damn near fell out of love with basketball. Junior year of high school, doing that shit. I really did.
What about football? I know my nephew plays football all year round. I'm like,
Well,
that's
I have
just
a
too
daughter.
much.
I don't have a son, so.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
took my son out of football. I don't think he played after eighth grade, and it was really more of a risk of injury, you know, for me. Like I didn't see the benefits of it. Like, you know, they say they want to teach you teamwork and character building, and I just believe there are other ways to develop those skills with limited risk to your physical well-being.
Yeah, I think football's too rough. I think
Yeah.
it's too rough.
I
I
think
tell
that
people like,
when you put a lot of pressure on any sport, kids can make it rough, you know.
Yeah.
but that's the thing. Like these levels, like I played Pop Warner and stuff. Like I grew up in chess in Charleston, and like we played
Okay.
like 4 and 5A football and basketball and track and stuff. When you get to a certain level and that pressure comes,
Oh
these
yeah.
kids were being bred. Like in high school, we were literally being bred all year round to hit as grown men, and it's
I know.
different. It's totally different these days than when I was like 5 and 6. These kids are like 6'2" at 13 years old, bench pressing 250, going full speed in summer practices. So
I
I
know it.
understand why some parents are like they don't want their kids to play until at least 10th grade, and just practice as far as like the athletic facilities. Like in Virginia, we have like certain
Yeah.
camps and gyms you go to. You do the movements, but you don't put on pads and you don't hit. And they let their kids
Right.
play at 9th and 10th grade. But before then, they do not let the kids play football. They just don't because it's dangerous. These kids are dangerous
Where are
out
you
here.
now? Where you at?
Oh, I'm in
I'm
Brazil
sorry.
right now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You're in
Yeah.
Detroit?
No, I said Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil. Oh
Hey.
wow, interesting.
Oh wow, that's what's up, bro. Wow.
Can we all come visit? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only here till Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm just here for the
Oh, okay.
games.
Oh, okay, okay, sweet,
Oh,
sweet. Nice, nice. Well, where do you live? You're in Virginia then, right?
so what events have you? Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
work out
sorry.
of I'm based out of Virginia, but I go back
Okay.
and forth between Virginia and Miami because I
Okay,
got a spot in
cool.
Miami too.
Did you
Okay,
see Bo?
nice.
Were you able to see Bo run?
Yeah, yesterday.
Describe what it looks like in person.
You ever seen a horse gallop full speed? And you see
Yeah.
like the other baby horses behind it? That's what it looks like. It looks like a big horse just galloping.
Oh
Right.
wow.
Yeah. Huh.
He's fast. I mean, he's
Yeah.
fast, but he does. It looks weird because he's six. What is he? Like 6'3" or some
6'5",
shit?
six
6'4".
six.
No, he's taller
Yeah.
than that. He's like 6'5".
Yeah.
So his strides are like, I got this. Like when LeBron gets a fast break, that's how it looks.
Right.
Wow.
Hmm.
I know it's gotta be crazy out there though.
Yeah, it is. And then the swimmers, a lot of people they kind of shit about the swimmers because these dumbasses wanted to go out past their curfew and shit, and then while I'm getting robbed, and then they told the police, which people tell them like when I travel with security, and when I came, I was on the hangout like in another room the other day, and I told them I was like I gotta make a phone call because somebody trying to get some more money out. So because what they do is they try to bribe once you get there. You got security with you, they'd be like, oh, you can't have this, you can't do that, you can't do this. So they were trying to do that with my people. They want you to use the police and the local security and the cabs and stuff like that. They're all in cahoots to rob people. So the
Oh
swim
yeah.
team, the men's swim team last night, they got robbed
Yeah, they
and they
got
told the
caught up.
police.
Hey, but
Yeah,
they got detained. I'm reading right now. They got detained. They got their passports confiscated because they won't.
one of them got away.
Yeah,
They got
One of
two.
them,
one got away, but the other two they got detained.
Yeah.
and one is he's here, but he's not showing his face. The other two got detained. Another one already went back to the States the other day.
Okay, that's why I was saying. So one was actually able to make it to the States, right?
So
Yeah,
what?
he left before.
Why would they detain him? Are they saying
They're
that they
trying to
didn't
make a
get?
political statement.
Right,
It's like they're American. They're
right.
American. It was the perfect time for them to just hold somebody, make some big noise about it, and attract attention. That's all it was.
Yeah, but
Brazil
they
is in a
don't.
mess right now.
So they're not
They're gonna
accusing them of lying
a false, yeah,
or
making a
anything.
false
They
report. That's
are.
what it's
It's
saying. But
false.
it's like
Right.
who do you know who hold in your country is in turmoil? You hold somebody in your country for making a false police report about some guy taking your wallet or whatever. Like, come on,
Right.
that's a big deal for a false police
And they
report.
saying
Yeah.
Brazil violence is way worse than here in Chicago.
Exactly, and they don't investigate that.
But I guarantee you, in Chicago, if somebody said the same thing, they won't be detaining them for leaving, saying y'all falsified some fucking report.
Well, I'm just looking at the article right now, and they're saying that they got video footage that shows them walking into their athletes' village with their shit.
They
No,
took money. But the dude said
money out of his wallet.
he left his wallet and his phone, but he took his money though. See what police here are doing, they're telling people, yeah, they still got their stuff, they didn't get robbed, but it's retarded. It's like the man just saying they stole money. And when he got in the cab, they told the cabbie to go, but you're not supposed to be using these cabs. The cabbie didn't drive when he said go. He stood there, like he sat in the seat, and that's when the fake cops came up behind him and robbed him. So everybody works in cahoots. Like they know you American. That's why you don't wear American shit here. You don't do it, but people act like tourists. And I told somebody to hang out there yesterday. It was like, take pictures and wear this and do that. I'm like, I'm not doing that. In my profession, we're built on blending in. You don't go places with American flags on your damn shirt. Like we don't do that shit. So why would I do it anywhere else?
Yeah. Showing a video of the little kids walking around harassing the people.
Oh, I saw that.
And them kids was doing it like grabbing people and all type of crazy shit. I was like, damn. I'm like, they don't really do that shit like here. Not in the you know what I mean, the downtown area. What they was showing down there in Brazil, that was crazy.
And what the mistake was they made with the police, they reported to the police. What police are going to do is they're going to search your name in a database. That's what they're going to do. Your name pops up as you in an Olympic swim team. You're asking for trouble.
Right.
Yeah, that's like Tijuana, but that's worse.
Your name popping up on Google front page like you won a gold medal yesterday. Hell yeah, they're going to put some heat on your ass.
You know what I mean? And then you got motherfuckers harassing you.
Yeah.
They want money. They want somebody to pay some money to let them boys go. And they gonna get it. They won't be televised, but they gonna get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask you a question you probably can't answer. I'm like, are you over there on leisure or work, Patrick?
Leisure. I wouldn't be here if I was on here.
All right.
I don't know.
We got another Black Ops guy going on. He was talking about his SWAT background and stuff.
I'll tell you this right now. Like, I don't talk about work on here like that. Somebody else likes to talk about what they used to do, and you heard them earlier. But some shit, Chess, you in the military. Some shit you don't talk about it. Like,
exactly.
I work at a Langley. You know what I'm saying? Like, some stuff you don't talk about. You don't walk in the bars like in Virginia. Dudes walk in bars like, yeah, I was a SEAL. I was on SEAL Team 6, and you just look at them like, what? If you were, you wouldn't
like you're lying. You're lying.
Nah, you don't do that.
I keep that.
Yeah, I was at Langley too. Langley was a good assignment.
Yeah.
My sister lives. She's right there. On Magruder. She still lives out there.
True.
That's what's up.
Well, I wish I was in Rio right now. Shucks.
Wow.
Yeah, Rio.
I mean, but I mean, when I was in Australia though, I was like, oh.
Nice.
Huh?
Did you lived out there for a while?
No, that was
just
that
visit.
Was the Westpac.
Oh, okay.
That was the Westpac. You know what I mean? I
pounds.
wish I didn't want to leave. Like that's why they say a lot of people go AWOL when they go to Australia.
I've never been. I know it's beautiful though.
I was like, Lord, no. I mean, I was looking at something different. I was seeing women that I've never seen that them type of women before. Coming from Chicago, I never seen women like that before. Like they were black women, but they weren't black women.
Because black only exists in America, bro.
Yeah, but that's how I was looking at them because they was my color, but they wasn't black women. It was just like, it was like, wow. Yeah, I mean, bro, it's something. It was new to me, and it was just messing up my head. I mean,
You said Australia?
Yeah, Tasmania.
Are you talking about the Aborigines people? That's what you're talking about.
Yes. And I mean, I was just like, what the fuck? And these women were black, like skin color were black. They had the accent like Australians, but they was black, like what I was seeing. But I mean, they weren't black because they had a big ass, you know, and they had no attitude. Like you walk past, they smiling at you, and I'm like, but they chest like booming. I was like, yo, this black woman smiling at me. I ain't never seen this, but I'm like, these chicks on the boat want to smile at me. This shit.
Hey, that attitude is only in America too.
You were in shock.
Yeah, I was in shock. Man, I had to walk coast and walk, cause my penis was like, no disrespect. But my shit was like, damn, she just smiled at me, boy. Like, and she was sexy as hell. I was like, Lord have mercy. They were like, no, Aunt, no, you don't know. What you mean? Like, she black? They like, no, she ain't black, bro. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She black. Like, they like, nah, don't. Come on, let's keep shopping, doing us. I'm like, man, I felt like
So you had a good time.
Oh shit, that's why I felt like the other dudes was going AWOL, but I just had good people that was like, hey, don't fall into it, bro. Just keep shopping, and at the end of the day, go back to the ship. So that's what I did. You know, I went to a couple strip clubs, got rubbed on, and I think I was cool for that week, and then we left. So now they say a lot of people didn't make it back to that ship.
Yeah, you have to be careful out there.
Proud of that thing.
I wasn't blaming them. Because what I was saying, I was like, Lord have mercy. It was like Kardashian looking chicks and some Janet Jackson looked. I was like, oh Lord. Like Penny. You remember Penny from Good Times? That's how they was looking like. Seriously, like real long hair, like it was their hair.
Jackson, little girl.
You look like Janet Jackson for real.
I was like, man, I thought I was floating, man. I was about to be like, I need to smoke.
Control.
I need to smoke some weed or something, man. This ain't true. This ain't right, man. Somebody pass me a joint, man. Why these chicks looking good like this, man?
So go ahead and tell us the story. I know you got a story. I know you talked to somebody.
Where out there? Yeah, it wasn't.
Hello, do I need to log off? No.
No, this is what I did out there. You know what I did? I went and got me a tattoo. I had got this tattoo out there. That's all I did. I just got this tat, and I kept it moving. That's all I did. So here's my tat in Australia. I love this tat. You know what I mean? It's meaning a lot to me. That's all I did. You know what I mean? Oh, and I got like I rented this townhouse, and we had these strippers over. But I'm alcoholic, so I passed out. I didn't enjoy that night.
Yeah, you look kind of shiesty right now.
Reminiscing will do that to you.
I know. Look, he's starting to stutter and everything.
All they had was Hennessy. I wasn't even a Hennessy drinker back there. I was in my stupid Guinness juice type of thing. All they had was Hennessy. I can introduce the Hennessy. I passed out. I swear to God, we were in a townhouse. I swear to God, in Australia, it was a townhouse. Tasmania. Look it up. Look it up. I rented a townhouse. Well, we rented a townhouse. They had Hennessy. Getting drunk. I got this tattoo. The tattoo out. Yeah, strippers over there. All I know, the tattoo was legit. Nothing bumped out. I passed. I woke up in the morning and everything was cool. It was some naked people around the house. I was like, yeah, okay.
That was probably best. That was probably best for you.
My clothes were still on. I just know that they had something like the dude put a little thing on my arm, like a little plastic thing. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, I'm good. So woke up, got me some breakfast, and went back to the boat. So.
Yeah. He was like, I got some land I want to sell you. Whatever, but that's fine. We'll take the clean version. That's good.
I was like, damn. Some other people was doing. I was like, oh, okay, well. But that was on their side. They, cause it was two of them. So it was. I was like, my time was up, so I got up and I left. Seriously, I swear.
Hey, hold on.
I got up and left.
Hey, check this out. Y'all been watching the chat, and somebody is talking about a stolen goat. Now, I'm not trying to say we should change the subject, but I think we should address the stolen goat.
Oh,
Tara needs to come on the panel.
Yeah, she gotta come on the panel. Yeah.
She's always Tara's the one that started the supernatural convo too, so she's always got some good input.
Let's not take it back there. Yeah, it might be
she's always got some good input though.
The goat might be a ghost and it'll scare me.
Look, hanging out with that dog, KRS-One's dog. The spirit dog and the goat.
Oh, she's at work. She can't join. Oh, in Kenya. She said it was in Kenya.
My rock been gone about that.
Yeah, she was talking about her family members tripping out on them and they bought him a goat and the cop stole the goat.
And I don't know. I shouldn't say that it makes more sense because it's in Kenya, but it's just a goat. It really don't matter where you're at.
Yeah.
You know, it's just whenever there's a goat being stolen, you gotta address it.
I know, right?
Whoa. I think she's throwing the shot. You talking about like Billy Goat, like the Cubs or something? You call them Cubs or something, throwing shots?
No, she talking about a billy
No,
goat.
she's talking about a real goat, bro.
Like a goat,
Alright.
as in the animal.
I mean, that's what they usually talking about with them, so, cool.
Well, either that or she's saying the greatest of all time. Yeah.
That's Dre, man, because that's what Dre gonna be, man, in this chat, in this hangout scene. Dre,
Hey man, you know, I think that this is a very powerful you know, media, you know, and I haven't been doing this for very long, but what I do know is that if you got the right people doing something like this, and you can try to remain drama free, we can have some good conversations, and like I said earlier, like we might not change each other's point of view, but at least we can present a different perspective, and that's always healthy. And
ever,
if
ever
I'm
since,
honest,
hold on,
And
I'm
on
gonna
that,
hurry
on
up and
that note
go
right
ahead
here,
and get on out. Not to cut anybody off, but you
watching
know,
this show.
what you doing right now, bro? You changing the game, man. And I'm glad that you sit back and you did your own thing, because what you really doing, like ever since I've been here, I've been laughing. It's been 2 days, everybody been laughing, no drama and all this shit.
right.
Right? Straight, doing your
He alright. He alright. Don't
fuck
y'all
them
gas his head up.
dudes,
You know?
fuck them dudes, bro.
Oh,
You're good.
you
Ain't nobody
race
we ain't gassing
Black
him.
matter. Gets a race right there. She is banned. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Take her wrench and throw it at her. Throw a wrench at her.
Hell no, I won't go. I won't go.
Got her. She did. See, I was about to say a compliment to her, but nope.
oh. Man, we could have put her, man, with the air balloon shit, put some hot air on her
Come on now.
ass.
Wait a minute. I thought we was cool. I thought we bonded earlier when you gave me my new nickname.
They always interrupting presidential speeches and shit. I thought you were cool, but
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm sorry.
black woman.
Oh God.
Oh, come on, man.
Now look. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Well, I'm glad you guys keep the you know, the black woman bashing down. You know, that's cool. I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah, I love black women.
I don't like dumb.
Listen, I love black women. I don't know if I'm gonna ever be able to find one I can spend the rest of my life with. But I'm looking. But I love.
Right, I know, man. I can't be. You know, a motherfucker be talking about that white women shit. I don't know if that's what y'all want to be on. No knocking you guys. I'll be bogus as hell to say that. Me personally.
I think personally for me, like you know, like I'm biracial, right? So most people would call me black, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't deny the fact that I was raised by a white woman, you know, and we can't deny the fact that biologically we're attracted to women that are like our mothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the deal is the fact that I married a white woman. I don't think it was necessarily by design, but there was something in me that was always attracted me to them growing up, and maybe it was my mother. You know what I saw my mother do. You know what I'm saying? But then
boys normally look for somebody like their moms.
Right, and in my experience, when I would try to break out of that, because you know all my friends would be like, "Nah, you got to get you a black chick, whatever." In my experience, it just didn't go well, and it just maybe our personalities didn't mesh or whatever. But that ain't no knock against them. It's just it didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? So if I had found one when I found my wife, and our personalities meshed the way my wife's does, it doesn't matter what color her skin is. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I have to say that I probably was drawn more to white women because I was raised by a white woman, you know?
Yeah, and that makes sense. And I mean, I'm always clowning the guys just because, like I said, the first forum that I joined, that was pretty much the, you know,
Oh, they do it. Hey, they do
Right.
it. They
So I just
knock
mess
them.
with her. I just mess with everybody because I mean it doesn't, it doesn't matter to me because
People
Nah,
think that I'll knock them because I
that
don't.
stuff that I brush that off my shoulders.
no, because me, my father, he was very dark, and but he was married to my mom. My mom was like light skinned. He was
Right.
but my father, like growing up, he was always like joking, towards like with women. He'd be like, "Hey, how you think she look?" or this and that. It was just black women, and that's where I got accustomed to. I didn't really look at color like, okay, she's light skinned, she this type of woman, or she's dark skinned, she this type of woman. My father was just like, hey, look at her and this, and look at. That's what I got accustomed to. He never
Right.
put color in front of me, and that's how I always look at it to now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't do it even now at this age. Like I know people be trying to make the division towards with light skin and dark skin women. I always feel like a black woman is a black woman, no matter what color shade she is. It's
Right.
always her knowing her history, knowing where she come from, and knowing she's strong, and knowing where she's trying to go. And that's all the way I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. If she ain't got nowhere to go, well, I can't fuck with her because there ain't no way I can lead her.
That's what
Right.
they've been doing for me.
But Damien, you're married, right, Damien?
I am.
Okay. Patrick, are you married?
Nah.
No.
Nah,
Oh
not there
no,
yet. Still young.
you're engaged, right?
Who?
I thought you were okay. I'm sorry, I'm confusing. You look,
No.
I saw your face. I saw that facial expression with that one.
No. I'm still young and in the
That's it.
depths of my
She
career
looked
and
at you.
business.
She looked at your
Not ready
photo
for
and
that.
said somebody should marry you. Marry that
See,
dude.
see, now
I'm
I ain't trying to
28 with
put words in
patience.
my. Oh,
I'm
28.
28
Okay,
with
yeah,
patience.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You kind of young. You can wait.
I mean, the thing is that I don't think we put a lot of stock as young men. We're not taught to put a lot of stock in relationships. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we end up with a bunch of women that don't work for us because we never been taught to develop relationships. We only been taught to try to sire, to sleep with as many
Right,
women as we can. So
right.
I think that's why we run into the problem. And unfortunately, to offset that, there is a breed of woman, and I'm saying the colors, I don't like irregardless is not a word. I apologize.
Mm, irrelevant.
Regardless of the color of their skin, there is a breed of woman out there that their sole purpose is to attract you sexually, and then they'll get the rest of it later, the security and things like that that we believe women are conditioned to need and want. Which of course those trends are changing. So the first
Right.
thing that they're the first thing that they're doing is trying to attract you and remain competitive amongst the others out there that are trying to find a desirable mate. You know what I mean? But
That's true.
they know our weakness. Like men, on the other hand, we don't really know women's weakness. We try to say that we do and exploit things like saying that they're emotional as a weakness. But that's, in my opinion, that's a strength. Men's
Yeah.
problem is we don't deal with our emotions. That's why we blow up. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
even try to give them weaknesses that don't apply. When really what we're doing is we giving too much credit to the ones that are trying to look attractive, so you want to fuck them, and not enough that are trying to be something. You know what I'm saying? We don't give enough attention to the ones that are
Yeah.
actually trying to make something of themselves.
That's the wise man right there.
I
But
got two. I got two
KRS.
boys.
Oh, I know KRS. You're not married, are you?
no, I'm not married. But
I could tell by the way you was telling that story. I was like, yeah, he having too much fun out there.
but I got to also, about what you saying though. I mean, we got to look at who we uh procreating with, who we having sex with at the end of
True.
the day. I mean, we already know if we messing with a certain type of person. It don't even matter skin tone that we know that they ain't right, but we still do it. So
And then we
turn
trip when we get
around.
them pregnant.
Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, when we do though, okay, why point fingers that we already should know as a man who we laying down with? Because they know it at the same time, like you said. So I mean, me at this time, at this stage right now, oh man, I mean, fuck it, I got my two boys. and now I'm looking at it like, okay, if I can find her one, it don't matter, light skinned, brown skinned, dark skinned. I mean, if she's the one that's willing to fit into the the family scheme, and we can build together. Then hey,
Right.
Here's my take for me, right? Like what was a big criteria, and that is like I had a girlfriend when I met my wife, right? And my girl, good people, right? Just in case she watches this show, good people, right? But she was younger than me and she was very dependent on me, you know. And I was a freshman in college just starting out my life. But when I met my wife, she was very independent, right? And here's what we established, right? Once I decided that I wanted to be in a relationship with my wife, she made it very clear to me from day one, I don't need you for anything, right?
Right.
I don't need you for money. I don't need you for security. I don't need you for anything. But I'm going to choose. I want to be with you. Once I found that, I knew. I was like, look, she knows I'm gonna be all right by myself. She knows she gonna be all right by herself. So what that means is if we put ourselves together, right, and maintain that, we gonna be good for whatever we produce, right? She had a kid, then we had a kid together. And that was just the path that we set ourselves down. But the deal is that what happens is some people confuse the parenting aspect of the relationship and the relationship, the relationship within itself. So not all parents are meant to be together. You know what I'm saying? Them two
Yeah.
separate things. You know,
Yeah,
just
I
because
believe that.
you made a baby, don't mean that you and that person is supposed to be in a relationship. Now, do y'all have to rear and raise that child together and play a
Yeah.
role in that? Yes. But just because you knock somebody up in a lustful endeavor, you just got lust filled and made a mistake. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But then it goes back to
Right.
personal responsibility. I got ragged on first time I got on the call for getting a vasectomy at 28. But y'all know
Oh
what
wow.
that means, right? That means I ain't wore a condom in 10 years. But don't look at it. They don't look at it like that. They think something wrong with my balls, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Right. Right.
So it's a personal responsibility and being
Yeah.
and controlling what we can control.
right.
So
I agree with you. For you doing that. I mean, most don't. You know what I mean? I should have done that shit a long time ago, my goddamn self. But I'm still sticking with my two. You know what I mean? My youngest is going to be 10 years old. But
Right.
you know what you saying though, I agree with 100%. But I mean, I also what I'm trying to say is we take a responsibility of who I dealt with 10 years ago. You see what I'm
right,
saying? That's years ago. Like
right,
now, I'm trying to find that one woman, that one female I could build with. And over
right.
10 years,
Right.
I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Man.
yeah. I mean, I'll be the first to say I was lucky in finding the partner I found.
But you know, it's a lot of men out here like us. But then they'll flip the script and say, hey, well, y'all ain't right. Y'all don't fit the criteria. What's the criteria? That a mother that go, they take their ass to work and then the same ones they take care of their kids.
Yeah, I mean, I think that everybody has to set those parameters in their own relationship. The deal is, man, for me, and it's just another thing that I catch hell about. My wife is way more educated than me, way more driven than I am, way more capable. And I'm not knocking myself. I'm not degrading myself. I'm just telling the truth. So you know what I do? I cook. You know what I'm saying? I maintain the house. I work for myself when I need to work in order to supplement what I already know she got going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's a matter of taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and not being the role of any particular person.
Right. But as long as that's what works for you guys, that's
Right.
what's
It's
important.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's
And look,
everybody
it
got to
don't matter what
establish their
anybody
own
else.
system. Yes.
Exactly. I mean,
Yep.
most of the people that would complain or laugh, and they're probably miserable and single or
Exactly.
not married, not happy in whatever they have. You know.
Or would say I'm not a man. You know what I'm saying? Or would accuse me of being less than a man because my wife is the primary bread earner in the
Right.
household. And I
Right.
don't believe that. the thing is that we decided together when we had kids, we were going to make sure there was enough bread in the house. We didn't say who was going to bring
Right.
it.
Yeah, look, like I said, I don't see anything wrong with that. As long as whatever works for you guys and your marriage is strong, that's what it's all about.
You know,
I
son,
gotta.
I don't sit back and get in people's business like probably the other people
Yeah.
trying to say, okay, who's the man? You married, you got a girlfriend, whatever you got going, and no matter if you work or she work, who's doing this, who's doing that, y'all got a partnership going. That's y'all
Right.
business. Nobody
Right.
should be interfering and judging y'all what y'all doing. What I'm
Right.
saying is personally that I have two kids.
Right.
I have a preteen, both of them two preteens. I've been dating. I work my ass off. You know, I'm sitting back and I got my own. But and then I got other women that who I be dating that have the audacity to sit back and judge me because of what I have for my kids or probably or that I'm not willing to sit back and take leadership with her and her kids and what she's doing. No, mother,
Mm,
no. I take leadership with mine and what I'm doing here with mine. You know
right.
what I mean? And that's why I understand what's going on these days. That's why I don't be fucking around. And then I don't be trying to throw black women under the bus, but that's just true. Because these black women I'm a date is gonna be in the 30s like me. Those are the raising
Right.
kids, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but no, I'm not gonna take control of your household. I got my own household.
Oh wow.
I mean, if we could come together, yeah. But most of these women nowadays, they want you to come and you gotta pay your shit, pay their condo, you gotta pay your condo, take care of their kids' schooling, you gotta take care of no, no. I ain't take care of another nigga kids. If you understand
Well,
just
what else?
this nigga and this nigga take care of your kids, don't bring that shit over here with me. I can't help it because I got my own kids. Now, honestly, I'm there in their life and I take care of it. Women don't be ready for that shit. Once you get over, once you bring your kids along with you with their kids, y'all come together and your ass gonna take care of you. I can do that shit
Right.
on what I've been doing prior to what the fuck you doing. It's no disrespect to any women
Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
now that's doing that, you know, who feel that way. Me personally, I don't get down like that. Fuck that shit. I take care of my kids. I've been doing it for years. I ain't mad. You can't contribute to my household. Why the fuck should I could be contributing to your household?
I guess that's a lot. Anthony, you're breaking up on my side. I don't know if it's just me.
I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing some little background too.
Oh, it's clear now.
I mean, like here's my take on that. Like, cause I've never been in a situation where I've always been with, like, my wife had a son when I met her, my stepson, and then we had a kid together. So I've never been in a situation where it's been child support or we've been in separate households. But here's my take on it, right? Like, for me, because I grew up, my dad was paying child support on some my sisters that he had in a previous marriage. And personally, the way I look at it, and I look at it because I like to look at extremes. So I take, like, people that have very high incomes, and they say that it takes 25% of your income to raise a child. But my question always is 25% of what income? What really, if we really wanted to put the science to it, is it 25% of $1 million income, or is it 25% of a $50,000 income? Because I think that we're sending a different message when we're trying to compare what it takes to raise a child to what it takes to maintain a particular lifestyle for a child. I believe those are two different things. So, like I said, having not been in that situation, but I hear a lot of brothers saying, they take care of their kids. I think that a lot of brothers are in situations where, like, they're really doing more than they should in terms of taking care of the person that they didn't intend to have a kid with in the first place than actually to care of that child.
I
Yeah.
think, but go ahead. You.
Oh yeah, I hear, like, I've heard that conversation, but well, yeah, I don't know. Like my experience, my dad had to pay child support back in the day, and I think it was like $25 a week for 3 kids. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know the miss. I've got a couple friends, they were on the high income kind of side, so they were paying like 1,500 a month for one
Right.
kid. So I mean, I think I think it's more often than not that, because I hear everybody talking. I'm like, how much money are people really paying? I'm like,
Right.
I
I
hear people
don't.
talking like, man, you paying this girl's rent and buying all of this stuff. I'm like, and like I said, I'm like, I know when I was getting my mom was getting child support, it wasn't doing nothing but maybe putting food on the table for maybe 2 days out of the month.
Here's how I look at it, just to simplify it, because I had to rationalize it, and I say, for a man that makes $200,000, he pays a
He
full
gets
time
hit.
no, but here it is. He pays a pretty decent full time salary.
Yeah, he does. That's true. Because like I said, that's true.
Yeah.
We can live
Because
off.
But
my
this
one
is
friend I'm talking about now, he's a pilot, and he paid, like I said, he was paying like
A pretty
1,500, between 1,500 and 2,000 a month
That's a good
for
full
one
time
kid.
salary. That's a full time salary.
this is the cross bridge. I don't like it, but I understand it.
Mine is 12.
I don't like it, but I understand it because on one side it's the mother nature aspect. You want the
Yeah.
kid to be with the mother because the kid needs to be nurtured by the mother if there is a split. And I know a lot of dudes will say, "Well, just no, I can raise my kid." Just no, the kid needs to be with their mother.
No.
That's
But
understood. That's
let me
mother
throw
You
nature.
know
this
what
out.
on
Let,
that,
let me
Patrick?
Man,
That's a good point. And I've got
my hair right now because you know what?
Wait a minute. I
oh
got to tell you something. My child support order, right? Think about it. I pay 12 a month, right? With that
hmm
years and all that. Like it was like 1,200, almost 1,200 a month.
right.
I don't even make that much in a year.
Damn, whoa, but
It's more than I'm making.
But I
bro.
thought it has to be based on your income, though, right?
And I hate to say something too. They say it's supposed to be based on your income, but then they expect you to get a job higher than that.
They don't reevaluate it either. So
Yeah.
if your income changes, you're stuck at that number.
Right.
But
Right.
but
That
this is
that's
but let me that's a different conversation. But let me finish what I
okay.
was going to say. You want the
Yeah.
child with the mom. The other aspect is when people say, okay, it shouldn't cost that much to raise a child, but they want you to have that standard. They want the child to have that standard of living the same as the
Right.
dad does. That's why when you see athletes making $5 million a year, they're kicking out 15,000 a month
Yeah.
because they want the child. It sounds crazy to regular
No,
people because it's like, oh, it's a lot of money, but to have that standard of living you have when you wake up and put on Gucci loafers and get an
Right.
$800 pair of jeans and stuff, they want the kid to be on the same level as you. That's the point of that.
Okay, and
Now,
that's
as far
fine.
as what he just said,
Shouldn't the
as
kid
far as
live
what
with
he,
them
nah, that's what I was just saying. The other
to
half is you
maintain
want the
that
kid to be with
lifestyle?
them. Nah, because the other aspect is you want the kid to be nurtured by their mother. That's the mother
It,
nature aspect of it. That's why mother
which,
nature does coincide with the law and the family court.
which includes adapting to the mother's lifestyle. Correct?
right.
Yeah.
See, that's the gray part of the. I won't say the gray part, but that's the sticky part of it. There's never going to be a perfect law or legal
Balance
way of
part
dealing
of
with family court. It's not.
I,
But this is the
I
Yeah.
best way to deal with it.
that's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying I believe personally that there is a scientific formula that will tell us how much it costs to raise a child, a standard number, because poor people are doing it and rich people are doing it. There has to
Right.
be a standard number. So it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you are
Mm,
on child support, this is the
I
standard
don't agree with
number.
that one.
Because that goes
I think
back
I
it
to
should.
mean,
I think
ethics.
it should be. I think it should be based on what whichever person that's paying. I think it should be based on their income.
Right, and
no.
that's you're mixing
If
ethics. That's based on ethics. You can't say,
here's
well, a
It should be
millionaire
on
is going to kick out $500 a month for child support. That's bad
if
ethics.
if they wanted to maintain the lifestyle of the income of the father, they should have went with the father. Well, no. Time out, time out. If they wanted to maintain the lifestyle of the higher wage earner, regardless of gender, they should have gone with the higher wage earner. That's what because they're not saying that nurture is better. They're saying that higher income is better because it doesn't
Nah,
matter.
it's a
It doesn't
mix.
matter the gender.
It's
I
a
know
combo.
what
I
he's saying.
think
But
it
isn't
does, but
even if the okay? So this is my question because I'm not in this situation. If the female is the one paying child support, is it not figured
mhm.
off of the same 25% of your income figure? That would be my question.
Hmm.
If it's a female,
If
yeah,
if
it
the
is.
Yeah, I
okay
think. Yeah, it
If a
just goes
female is
on
ordered to
whoever.
pay
Yeah.
child support, it's the same. Gender doesn't matter.
okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. So then nurture doesn't matter because
Nah, I'm talking about the living court. People understand there's child support, then there's living and what do you call it? Custody. custody.
Yeah.
If whoever has custody, that's who's
Right.
going to nurture that child or whatnot. Now, if you believe that by law, when a child is born, it's the mother's child. It's the mother's child, unless you're married. It's the mother's child.
Right.
So
That's
you're deemed held accountable for paying for that child because you're the father who helped make it and you signed the birth certificate.
Yeah.
But
Well, you still have your rights, though.
the
You
standard,
still have
yes, and
rights as a father,
that
though.
brings me to this point. When people say, "Well, they did me wrong," they did me wrong. How many dudes are actually going to court fighting their case? You have to fight. Like that's the
Right.
bad part about putting your sperm inside of a female. You have to fight that battle. You don't want to fight. You don't want to do it, but it needs to be done, or you're going to be under the thumb of that rule. You are. It's going to be a headache, but you got to do it.
But and you know, as much as it hurts everybody's pockets, the money part of it is the smallest part. Well, it is the least important part. I think
That's
the
why I
nurture
don't
part.
complain about child support. I pay $1,100.
Yeah.
That's why I
Right,
don't
right.
complain.
All right,
Yeah.
but
I think
here's the wild card that we're not acknowledging, right? And this is what I hear more common than not. That
Excuse me.
the person that they're giving the money to is misappropriating that money.
Okay.
That's a
And the father,
Okay,
the father
but I
can,
understand.
the father can fight for custody. I mean,
I
he can
understand that,
prove
and that's the thing. If you feel as though she's doing that, then you can fight for custody because
Yeah,
you
'cause
there's
the
ways
father
to
has
prove
rights.
that a mother is not doing right for the child. Where you giving them
Yeah.
$5,000 or $100 a month or whatever you giving them. There's ways to prove that. There's
Right.
ways to prove that.
Yeah.
But for the father really to get custody, he probably like to be making 3 or 4 times more than the mother.
I wouldn't say that. I
No,
see.
no.
Maybe
I mean,
have a better lawyer.
There's dudes who've been on the panel who have custody of their kids who don't make nearly what I make, and they got custody of their kids. They just went through the headache.
I mean, the mother wasn't working, and I was, and I couldn't get custody of my boys when they was.
wow.
I couldn't get custody.
Did you
Yeah,
have a
but
lawyer?
was it? Well, I don't mean to get in your business, but from my understanding, you had a profession for a while that required you to move a lot.
No, it
No?
was probably after that.
Okay.
What they found it to was my background.
Well,
But here it was, here I am, I had a steady job, but she didn't have a steady job. I had a steady home. She had a steady home. They still gave her
but
custody.
you had a record.
I had a record. Ain't that some shit? They didn't have nothing towards me being a
I'm
parent.
not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's right, but I know there was something. There was a reason why they didn't do
They
it.
had to hang their head on something.
I'm not talking about that what you guys saying, because that's what they were saying
Yeah.
to me. And I'm sitting there
Right.
saying,
Yeah.
what does that justify towards with me being a parent?
That just means you gotta pay more money for a better lawyer. I mean, it's just gonna make it a little bit harder. I mean, there's always a Unfortunately.
Yep. And it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Sad.
Well, but you get to see your kids though, right?
But what did she end up taking them? She took them at that time. She went back to the ghetto, ghetto area, and here I was still staying in the burbs.
Oh wow.
I think for me, man, I think that if we're trying to get a lesson for me personally, what I learned from my dad watching him pay child support is I wanted to be real careful on who I got pregnant, and I know that sounds naive.
that's common sense. That's true.
But some people would say that a dude that's high for ass at 18 don't think like that. But that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I hear people's stories, it touches me. Like I feel for them. And I heard all the bitching growing up. But I never wanted to deal with it, man. I never wanted to deal with it. And like I said, I'll say it again, and I said it a million times. I'm lucky for the situation that I'm in, but I still try to understand what's wrong with the system. Not in an argument, but just because I want to understand.
This might.
I think that's why panels like for us to understand it, for us to bring it out there, for us to say, man, this shit ain't right. You know what I mean? For other people to speak on it and say, hey, I beat it, man. It's what I did. You know what I mean? So, that's how I'm looking at it, man. Everybody gonna look at it from their own angle, man. That's why I'm here, man. Fuck that other goof-ass shit. I'm here because I know it's gonna be solutions talked about, and it's gonna be problems trying to be resolved.
Righteous.
Yeah.
As far as the child support thing, I mean, I guess you can go into other topics, and especially the black community. But I used to be like when I was younger, in my teen years, kind of like, fuck this child support thing, and that's grimy, blah blah blah. But it became to be understood to me as one of those systems that is never going to be perfect, but
Right.
it's the
Right.
best. It's the best thing that we have right now. It's kind of like
Yeah.
healthcare. It's like people want to be treated, but be poor, but then want heart transplants and shit, and they get mad when people who have money get them. It's kind of like that's Mother Nature. The
Right.
have and have nots is part of Mother
Right.
Nature. Like
Yeah.
it is. And if you want to be in a better position when you're 30 or 40, you need to do right from the jump. Like
Right.
from the jump, or you're
I
going to be a have not.
agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how I looked at it too. I was just like, okay, I didn't sit back and I ain't start throwing shit at the wall and man, making big fuck them.
Yeah.
I went to school. I stopped battling myself. I'm looking for, I'm like, hey, Aunt, get a better job, and that's what I did. I just start moving up the ladder. So
Yeah.
Right, because I grew up in the Jacks, and me and my older brother, we sold dope, but it was like I did it because he did it. And
right,
people say, well, I'm doing it to survive and this and that. But I'm like, hold on, my mama not selling dope, but she's surviving.
right.
So
Right.
it's kind of like she had to did something. And I was like,
But
whatnot and
Right.
whatnot.
you said that because you got other people need to hear that too. That's what my channel dedicated. Like
Yeah.
other folks do the same thing. Oh man, I gotta sell dope. I got a background. Okay, no, motherfucker, I did that. I got out there, man. I may got a degree, got myself together, having multiple felonies, and I got.
Well,
Wow.
well, let's acknowledge this for a second, right? And let's say that we can't deny the fact that by nature we are opportunistic.
Yeah,
So I believe that if you put in front of a 15-year-old black male in the hood a way to make $1,000 a week,
Hmm.
and even though he can assess that there is some risk, he may not be able to properly assess that risk with his juvenile mind. He's going to know that there's some risk associated with it. He's going to choose to assume that risk, and he's going to assume that the return is worth the risk.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, at 15, yeah, I agree.
No, no, no,
Right.
no. Okay. But here's the tricky part, right? The deal is he's gonna do that at 15. He's gonna do that again at 18. He's gonna do that at 21, and he's gonna do that throughout his life, where he rationalizes these decisions that put him in a corner that makes the situation worse. But again, he's a victim of opportunity, you know,
Hmm.
and ease of opportunity. So you could tell this kid, hey man, what if I told you you could make twice as much money, but you got to go to college for 4 years, and you can make that money for the rest of your life? He's gonna be like, fuck that, I'm getting that shit now. And I'm getting that dope boy money, $1,000 a week. He done already picked out the J's he gonna buy and everything. It's about opportunity. So the thing is that we can reflect, right? And we can say, hey, I did this, whoopie whoop. But the deal is I done sold some drugs, and I rationalized it because my family wasn't doing that great. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. But then I also rationalized getting away from it by understanding that there were other ways to do it. But I don't think that we should really down dudes that are opportunistic, because that same talent can be used in positive ways.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Hmm.
you got to let them know. You got to be opportunists. Like hey, you got to really start to talk to them now. Like prior to us back then with us, that's all it was. Hey, you hustle, you make this much, and you good, you get them Jordans and all this. Now you got a fleet of us now saying, hey, you get out there and do this. This is what's going to happen because that's what happened when I did. It.
But
You know,
I
Right,
get
right,
what you're
yeah.
saying, but I look at it like
like that before. It wasn't that medium. It was just like back then. Hey, that's all you saw. Drug dealers
Hmm.
doing this and doing that. Now you got other people now that's willing to speak out saying, okay, yeah, you selling drugs. This the way it's for the go, bro. This is not. It ain't for to be that yellow brick road for you. You know. I mean,
Man.
it's shit
Come
gonna
on.
be fucked up if you keep pursuing that road. This is what's going to happen. But at the
Right.
same time, can I sit there and say it's his fault because there's no father in his life saying, okay, son, no. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
not gonna,
Well,
but
well, here's what we can't. Maybe we can't say it's his fault, but we have to hold him accountable.
yeah, and that's what that's what I was saying. Like,
Right.
okay, we can't sit by and be glorifying it like we did back then.
Right.
Man, back then just glorified that shit. No,
See,
no, it
when you get older, when you know better, you do better.
right. Wasn't no wrong back then because back then, the 90s and early 2000s, motherfuckers selling drugs because that's what it was.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Pat, hold on real quick, y'all. Patrick was gonna say something, and he didn't squeeze it in.
Let's do it, bro. Speak on it.
Come on.
It was just I kind of look at things like in a big picture kind of scheme, and I'm not a I'll be the first. I'm not really the sentimental kind of person, especially with my upbringing. So it's kind of like I think we as black people we kind of give passes too much, because the same way like people say, well, we shouldn't do this or say that about them because they're just making a way or whatnot. And I used to say the same thing when I was 16, 17. But now you look at politicians and you look at white people, they're opportunistic too, but in a different way, and they get down for it. Like Donald Trump is one of the most opportunistic people in the world, but he gets down for it. He makes money off his opportunities to just exploit anybody. It's saying intelligence, black people's intelligence. He does it every day, but he gets down for it. But yet the people who poison the community on the block, it's kind of like, oh, well, we can't really blame them because there's no dad in the house. It's like, how come he doesn't get a pass, but the dude on the block who knows better, he gets a pass because he's black. It's like we do that as people all the time.
Can I ask you that? Because let's look at the block. Let's look at the distinction with that. People on the block, what education really do they? What really do they know about towards Donald Trump and where he come from and what he what
is education?
Well, no. Let's not do that. What's fair to say is to look at those two independent of one another before we try to mash them together. So
right, that's what
let's say. So go ahead on what you were saying about what about the education level in the hood? What is there? What are we looking for?
What I'm saying is basically that what's being really taught back there in the hood, and now I'm speaking this from here where I'm at. What's really being taught?
Right.
Here is savagery.
Right.
You know, it's not get property, have your own, you know what I mean, create your own business, do this here, and you can be able to take care of your family. That's not being taught here. It ain't from fucking education, it ain't from the schools, that's from the home. That's being taught in the home. Not in schools, it's from the home. It's where they growing up because you know what they seeing. What is their parents creating? I'm not trying to go get single women, but basically here, that's mostly in the urban areas. That's what it is.
And that's the problem, missing fathers.
What they getting taught?
Look, well, I mean, it always comes back to missing fathers, especially when you're talking about boys, you know.
Right. So
I don't know.
So
I think it does.
Savagery. So I mean, what's the difference prior towards what they saying out there? And it's crazy. I'm in the suburbs. It's a whole different ball game than what is going on in the city and when it's in the suburbs. Because in the burbs, you got the fathers, black males that's in their sons, daughters' life that's pushing them to do better. I know this for a fact. So why do we go across a line? I swear to God, a street where now it's urban. There's single black women, and these motherfuckers want to be savage. The savagery. I mean, at 2016.
Hey, answer me this. They want to be? You believe that?
No excuses, though. There's no excuses because now they could sit there. Them sons. I'm talking about the sons that come from the single mother homes. That sit back. They can look across the street and see where there's the marriages and the good homes and all that, and sit back and see, like, hey, mom, why he over there? He look happy over there. See that? It's a father over there. Where my father at? He ain't over there standing on the corner. He ain't angry.
Yeah, I agree with your point.
Excuses. That's what it is. It's excuses. Now, at 2016, it's excuses. Here in Chicago, it's excuses. I don't know where y'all stay at. Where y'all at. Here, it's excuses. They allow motherfuckers to be savage. They want to be savage because they know they with being savages. They're going to keep being savages.
Well, KRS, I think the last time I was on, we were talking about something like this, and we were talking about Chicago. And I was like, there are success stories there, too.
It's a lot.
All of those academies. So Patrick was saying it's about choices. So, I mean, at a certain point, these youngsters, they make that choice on which way they want to go.
But
you know what I mean?
And then they sit back and say, hey, they painted us to be this. You know why? Because y'all allowing them. Y'all doing it. Y'all want them to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always lived by the belief that, well, you know, when is a stereotype no longer a stereotype, and I believe that to be when more than 50% of the people are doing it. When more than half the people are doing it, it's just the truth. The majority are now doing it. But here's what I'm saying. Like, I believe and I'm just keeping it real, because we hear the news from a distance, but at the same time, my son went to DePaul, which is on the other side of town. So while I'm in Texas, I'm back and forth for 3 years when he was there to Chicago, and my mother's from Chicago. Yeah, okay, so I understand a little bit about the history of the city, but what's going on there now really is a national emergency, if you keep it real, right? You know, because people shouldn't be getting shot at that rate. So what you're calling savagery is just that, bro. It's run amok. Like, nobody has control of that community, and everybody thinks they got control of that community. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead.
I feel you, but honestly, at this stage of the game, I think, you know what I mean, I see where you coming from. I think they're just feeding into it, bro.
No, they are definitely fulfilling the cycle, bro.
Yeah.
You know, no question. They're definitely fulfilling the cycle. But the thing is that, and this is what we look at. Like, I think that y'all got a special case going on there, bro, because y'all are seeing shit that we ain't seen nowhere and ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, and I like to be solution oriented. So where do we start? You know what I'm saying? Like, yours is an anomaly. That's a big problem to take. But in places where this problem hasn't gotten out of control, and to that point, what do? You know, this is a question I done posed to a lot of people. Like, what can I do? You know?
I'm glad you said that, you know, and, you know, I was joking yesterday, you know, I mean, that was the other day. That was on Tommy shit with the purge shit, you know. But that's basically what they were saying. I kind of got angry with the white guy, but we was joking with that. But at the same time, we wasn't, because I mean, honestly, it's basically it's for that, it's happening, you know. What I mean? But at the same time, you know, let me say this, you know, and this go kind of fuck y'all head up. Like, this is how I don't really know how to answer that question, because, you know, I got a truck, right? For me to say gas, I get on the bus in the L to go to work.
Okay.
You know, me taking public transportation with my I use that my uniform. Mostly when I'm on the panel, I got my uniform. I come on, that's how it goes. I've been harassed by my own people more than anybody on the L. Like, I don't get them change. These motherfuckers be threatening me. Like, I had the motherfucker just this week. Like, he yelling and kick doors and everything. And then I got my headphones on, looking at this dude like, bro, like, really? Because you got kids, older women. I'm like, bro, really? You know, this motherfucker came up like, and I'm looking.
Bro.
Let me finish what I got to say. I don't think it's no solution. It's just like everything got to play out, other than the black woman got to start understanding, like, hey, I got to have fun. I need this man. If I'm going to have sex, or we gonna have kids, I'm gonna need a strong man in this household to help out, especially men, if it's a boy or girl, to be able to put his foot down. The manhood got to be back here. If the woman is not going to allow that to happen, it's not going to be a solution. That's why it's a difference right now between the suburbs and the urban area. Because the suburbs, now, you got the family structure. Black, I swear to God, I'm seeing it a lot more now. That's why I'm, you know, it's married family, black families, strong families that they building. I mean, it's so much opportunity here. But to them women, till they decide to fucking leave that Section 8 shit alone, leave that shit. This motherfuckers supposed to do this shit for their ass. This is their world, and all this bullshit. Motherfuckers supposed to, you know, stand down to them. Ain't gonna be, bro. It's no happening.
You know what, Anthony? The sad thing is there are solutions, And there are vicious cycles, and there are people that don't want to that don't want to be helped, and that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing.
Well, and that's the only thing that's gonna change. You don't get no
You know,
out there, and
it's like
that murder rate is gonna keep going. It's gonna be a purge. Like it's gonna be a purge. They're gonna kill and there's a lot of innocent kids. You know, and like I said, you know, I done teared up, I done cried. You know, when the young kid that Tyshawn Lee, that hurted me back because you know I have boys.
right.
You know,
And see that changes everybody. Well, it
Yeah,
should when you have kids. It changes your perspective on everything.
executed.
Say it again.
When that little boy, he actually got executed. Like that was a mob hit. A little boy like that.
So this was.
I don't really.
I'm not familiar with the story.
Yeah.
No, and that's why I try to always pose it, man, because we got to keep tossing it around. Otherwise, we're not gonna make any progress. My concern, man, is that I listen to shows online, I listen to commentary, and what I think we get caught in is a loop of just bitching about how bad shit is. You know what I'm saying? And like, it just seems odd to me because I don't like to rip on black people. You know, although they give me plenty of ammo. You know, or we give me plenty of ammo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the thing is, and that's another thing. I even have a mental distance from hood niggas. You know, you see how I kind of even separated myself in my language. So the thing is, man, is that I could sit around and rip people. But I ain't really connected to that, so it's really wrong. I feel like it's wrong for me to do that. So what I try to do is I try to impact places where I can impact places. That's why I work with kids.
Right.
And, that's why I try to impact my direct community, and that's why I encourage other people to do. And I know, bro, hey, I would never, Anthony, I would never tell you to go over there and try to rationalize with them. So
but you know what?
That don't apply to you.
It's not that, bro. Only thing I could do, because I know what's going to take effect, is because what are they doing? Selling drugs. Most likely, what they going to do? Get locked up. Then once they get out, when they want to, change to get on, like I did, well, I want to be the person to be there, giving that opportunity, telling them, hey, I can keep going back selling drugs.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And that's the role that I think most of us that have seen struggle try to take on. And that's why I try to ask, like, because me asking you, what do you do in the roughest city in the country? That's what I asked you,
Yeah,
so
but I mean, bro.
No, with no expectation. All I'm saying is if you can give me a little bit, maybe I can use it down here where the problem ain't so bad. You know?
I feel you. Now I get what you're coming from. But personally, though, you just, you keep doing what you're doing. You keep putting positive energy. Here, I mean, honestly, for this to change, it's going to have to be fathers.
Right.
And I think that's everywhere. That's everywhere.
Anthony, I don't know if you do it already, but I think you'd be like a great mentor type to some of those young boys.
Oh, I mean, I'm the person.
You don't think so?
They gotta want it.
No, you know what I do? I try not to be a mentor. I try to be a venture. Like, hey, look, bro, this is what I do. If you got a dream, go for it, man.
Well, that's mentorship. I mean, that's mentorship.
But I try
to just be an example.
Yeah.
I try to let them dig in their head, because here they don't think that way. You know what?
But you know what? Like you said, you had your issues and you came out of that.
Right.
They're going to listen to you. They're not going to listen to somebody. They're going to be like, wait a minute. If he did it,
a respectable living ain't glorified, though. That's the
problem.
Exactly.
If it's not money right then and there, that's what I mean.
But you might affect one. I'm not saying you're going to affect. That's all you can do.
You might get
when you're top. Well, don't no.
I'm just saying.
Look, don't go in the middle of the fight.
That's another reason why I had grew with dreads, because I'm kind of wanting to show, like, okay, we people who got dreads, that it's not a negative light.
I'll be right back.
Right.
We some positive people.
You would be surprised at who you
on with me, but I mean, that's just I gotta put it out there for people who want to hear it.
Right, and right. Everybody's not gonna want to hear it, but you would be surprised at the example you're setting, and like just what you're doing already. But because when you talk about solutions, because that's all it does. You know, like I said, I deal with DSS, and I've got some teenage boys. They don't want to hear me.
Okay.
You know, when I've got some of the kids, you know, they're 14, 15, these young boys, I go talk to them, they're looking at me like, man, please. And that's why, you know, I always try to get my cousins and stuff to I'm like, look, these young boys need to listen to you, and they need to see that.
Well,
you know, look, that's a compliment. I get a good vibe from you, so I hope you take that.
No, I got two people.
I can lead a call if y'all want to be alone.
No,
Oh,
I
oh no. Hey, Damon, you missed that. We bonded earlier. I got it.
I got two people that just got out of prison. They done got them jobs. I'm gonna have them on my show. Just talk with me on the video showing it. That's basically all in my mind that I'm thinking. You know, only other than younger than that, all I think about is my kids, my nephews, and my nieces.
Yeah, but that's a big deal though, bro. Getting somebody a job out of prison, that's a big deal.
He's already doing it. Fussing talk about no solutions. You already out there doing it.
No, that's a big deal, man.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's just a start. Because there's many other people out here that's like me that need to go ahead and speak up and help out their community. That's all.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a call to action. I'm a call to action. We know what the problem is. I'm a call to action. You know, I can put I wouldn't do this, but if I needed to, I could put a list together. Shit, I do. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all want to, I would be my pleasure to talk to whoever y'all need me to talk to. My story, you know what I mean? But let's be real, man. Y'all story too will help me out. Probably somebody that needs to hear y'all story. So but we all being advocates to this. You know what I mean? So you know, it's kind of hard when y'all ask me that. Like, what y'all doing is helping me. Probably, like, if y'all need me to help somebody, I'm willing to help them.
Right.
Well, that's what's up. You already out there saving the world, talking about no solutions.
No, I'm just saying, like, some people, it's gonna have to be a purge because they evil is still on top of them, and they just can't get off. It's that monkey on their back. You know, and it's actually somebody that's close to them who should be, you know, mentoring them to do bad. They mentoring them to do bad.
Yeah. Well, there's problems here in Charleston too, and there's nothing to compare to Chicago. But earlier this week, there was a 17-year-old, 19-year-old, and I guess they crashed their car in a ditch or whatever. But a 45-year-old brother, he stopped by to help him pull him on the ditch. They shot and killed him and robbed him.
Oh wow!
Like,
what?
How do you explain it? Yeah, they had crashed their car. He pulled over to help him, and these young kids, I don't know if they shot him, you know, with the intent to kill the man, but they killed him. It's like, how do you explain that? 17 and 19-year-old, and they took this man's life for no reason.
Wow!
I think I don't like to oversimplify, but sometimes it's easiest to get to the point. I think that lack of value in human life.
That's what I mean. That's why I was.
That is.
Like what really that monkey on their back. You know what I mean? Like this is. I mean, I'm not even gonna say they mothers, but it's just, you know, the overall. And it was two of them, right? Was they brothers? Was they kids?
No, I don't think just friends probably hanging out.
That's usually how.
And I mean, 17 and 19-year-old. I mean, you know right from wrong. I'm like.
Right. Yeah.
It's just sad. They took this guy. You know, the guys helped him out, and I mean.
They just shot him they didn't rob him. They take it.
They said robbed him, but I don't know what he had on him. It was late at night. I think he was getting off work, and he just stopped to help the guy. You know, helped him out.
That's
They probably got like $20. You know, I'm sure he didn't have a pocket full of money coming from work.
I'm just telling you about the one guy. I'm going to work. Like I get harassed by my own kind going to work. My own kind be harassing me. Like if I don't give them change, and I gave other people change. Some of them change, they catch they just start kicking doors, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I don't, but Rest in peace to that guy. And then
Yeah.
family. You know what I mean? Probably his family doing what the fuck he supposed to been doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that you can't explain it. It's like.
And you know, I'm the type of person. That's how I am. I would help people. I drive a truck. I see somebody stuck or something waving me down. See down. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'll call 911 for you as I'm driving by. I can't do it. Not at night. Not at night. I can't do it.
Most of the time, nah. Recently,
I would have died. I would have died. I would have got shot.
nah.
He's trying to help him. Trying to help him out.
Yeah. That would have been.
I feel that's why I feel like how I've been harassed because I be giving them motherfuckers money and it be the same up then turn around next day and they expecting me to keep giving them money.
Yeah, but if they presented the weapon and said they were gonna shoot me if I didn't give them my shit, I would give them my shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't really. I don't know the details.
Probably had a chance. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he had a chance. I think they just shot him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And it just so happened. I guess they were close proximity to some homes or whatever. And older couple, they heard it and looked out and called the cops. So they basically saw what happened.
Damn. See.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff, it's just like.
Wow.
But, all right, y'all. Change it. We gotta end on a positive note, though. I hate sad stories. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys. You got about 10 minutes left. Then if you want, I'll shut it down and start another one. But.
Oh, Dre, you still there? What?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, man. Because I gotta get my butt up in the morning.
I mean, let's close this out strong because I think we've had some good topics of conversation.
I still believe in change. I mean, they would tell you that. And when they do, I mean, I'm there, and I'm finna go 100 with them, and I'm finna help them out. I got 2. It's been 2. I got out of prison 2. Got jobs 2.
That's awesome.
I'm working 200, 2,000.
Wow.
So
my closing remark is simple. Like the way I look at things in my mental state, and that's why I mentioned the value for human life. Like for me is that I have to refuse in order to maintain my sanity. I have to refuse to grow old being that grumpy old man, right?
Right.
Saying that shit's getting worse, shit is fucked up. But I can tell you by looking at this motherfucking iPad that I'm talking to you on and this iPhone, that shit's getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to convince myself that shit's getting better. But the deal is that along my way, I also got to try to contribute in any way possible to make that happen, to make that a reality.
Right.
With the understanding that I may not save none, but I may save one. As
long as you do one.
And this is what I'm saying though. It's somebody coming out of that hood where that savagery shit is going on. It's one coming out of there, And if we could take that, if it was like, we was talking about vaccines earlier, if we could take some blood from that young person, right?
Yeah.
And we can create a vaccine to fix the problem. That's the thing. We got to understand, what are the people that make it out? What are they doing, right? What's the formula? Because if we figure out the formula, then I believe that we got to start to fixing the problem. But if we maintain a stance that we made it out, we good, they got to figure it out, then I think that we actually impede progress. We don't even really stay stagnant because the world don't allow that as time advances.
Right.
But we become stagnant as a people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we gotta constantly be pushing for improvement because we know that the problems that exist now are not new problems. You know what I'm saying? They're just a new version of old problems. And
just a cycle.
And my big mama tried to fix it. My grandmama tried to fix it. My daddy tried to fix it. I'm trying to fix it, and I'll be down. I already know I'm going to leave some shit for my son to try to fix.
Yeah. So,
I mean, hey, we just got to try to do our part in our time, and for the people that's doing good, good for you. But, when you get high, you extend a hand down to lift somebody else up. Don't look back and say, hey, come on, jump up here because I did it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It got to be a collective effort to improve what we're trying to all accomplish, and that is live the best life that we can, however we may define it.
That's true.
That's true.
I second what he said. I have nothing to add.
No, I'm not going to add to it, but like I was saying though, I want to reverse the cycle. Like when they be sitting there with Royal start showing people what they be fighting and shit, I want to show people, man, sitting back, man, getting a job.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to reverse it.
And I wish I could say that we could see that in our lifetime, but I think that the media is taking such a hold on us, man, that we really can't control what we're exposed to.
I think it's worth a try. I think
No. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry if that's what you thought I meant.
Oh, no,
I know it's worth a try, but
yeah,
but I think that if we try to shut down what we got to do is balance out this bullshit with logic.
Right.
So I see what you're saying from that sense. We got to balance it out. But bro, we are never going to have a website as popular as World Star that's showing niggas getting jobs. I wish.
But can I do this though? I could joke with they ignorant ass, and that could be like job stuff. You have people saying job stuff.
Hey, bro, you can have people post every time they get a job, post every time they get a promotion. Get help with their resumes, bro. That's a social media site. I did that with work, and that's action oriented.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have some fun with it and show people the positive light to it. That's all they need. That niche. They just need that niche.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, and we gotta. This is just a side note to that. I promote entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't promote dumb shit though. You know what I'm saying? So a detail shop, that ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, in my opinion. I just don't believe it. You can't
knock the small guys though, Pierre.
No. But here's what I can knock. I can knock everybody trying to achieve the same thing. I can. Like everybody can't have a successful detail shop. Everybody can't.
But I'm glad you just said that.
That's true.
I'm so glad you just said that. See, but let them, once they get out that side street and they get into that they willing to get to be legit and just work.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, you could come in and say, hey, all right, let me get you out of that situation into your own ownership.
I misstated it, so let me clarify. No, I did. I really did. What I'm saying is I don't believe that we should restrict ourselves and pigeonhole ourselves to things that we have traditionally done in the past.
Right.
Like airbrush T-shirts, like airbrush T-shirts and detail shops and CDs. Everybody got. It's just the same old hustle, bro.
I know.
And if you use the same intelligence that you're going to use to flip those T-shirts or wash those cars and you put it into a more viable product, you know what I'm saying? Then you can generate a successful business in a market that's not oversaturated. And
but we got to start. We got to gradually. We got to start somewhere and gradually, but we got to start somewhere.
You take that dope game to the boardroom. I'm just telling you, it really ain't no different.
But no, hold on. Let's do it this way. Other than them, how they thinking, other than rap.
Yes, that's a great example.
Corporation
or athletics. Even. Yes. Because the odds are so horrible. The odds of making it are so horrible. Put your stock into something that has a better return and more likely that you're going to succeed, and maybe suit your skill sets better.
Yeah.
Other than you sitting back thinking that rap will do it. No.
Yeah. Because you pigeonholed yourself into shit that black people do.
I ain't got down. I digress.
But you understand? I'm just saying.
With that one, I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah. So we got that's what I'm saying. To try to we got to be making progress, bro. There's no stagnant because the world is always moving.
Okay.
You got to be making progress.
Dialogue and let's some way can we be able to get this passed along? Y'all want to keep preaching about it? How can we get
Hey, I'll tell you this. Hey, I'll tell you this on a live show. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I teach a life skills class that I personally wrote myself, right? And I did it with
nice.
under the mentorship of somebody else, and I teach it to kids in a county
Okay.
of about 350,000 people,
Wow.
about 30 miles outside of Dallas. Okay. The deal is that when I find people, right, they got gifts, I tell them, you want to bring my program to your city? Let's talk about it. I'm not trying to make no money. I'm trying to save some kids. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to get rich, and some people want to make enough money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I've gotten into the mindset that I always need to have enough money, and anything in excess is just in excess. You know?
Right.
Because I'm never gonna have all the money that I'll ever need. So I'm always trying to have enough. So the deal is that, like, I somebody like the two of you, right, with your military background, right? So that already puts you that puts you ahead of me personally, because you have a discipline that I would never have. I'm just being honest, and I'm a military son. My dad was in the Air Force. I don't have that discipline. Okay, so
that's why we get along. No.
Right. So I give y'all my program, right, and I ask you, just don't go write your name on the front of the book and say it's yours. That's all I want you to do. Don't take my shit, you know. But here's the deal. What you could do is you could go make a living helping these kids. That's what I do. Yeah. And the thing is that some people will be like, well, dude, like I said earlier, I've been said it. I should get paid for what I do. But the deal is somebody got to do it, and I got to make a living. So what I try to do is I try to make it affordable to the community. So say I got a family that can't pay. I get the county to kick in. The county will supplement the class. You know what I'm saying? And help them pay for the class. So let's say that they get a percentage, right? They still have to pay a percentage of the cost of the program. All you got to do at that point is say, do you have? If you don't have it, we don't got to worry about it. We'll just get what we get from the county, and we'll watch what the family has to pay, because they really can't fucking afford it. And this is an easily duplicatable system in any area that has a juvenile justice system. All of my kids are on probation, and I have no idea what any of them have done. I never, and it's a strict policy. I don't want to know, because I don't want them to think I'm judging them. I just want to give them some. I just want to drop some knowledge in their lap, and what they do with it ain't gonna make me no never mind.
Wow, that's what's up.
Because we can give people knowledge all day long, but we can't force them to apply it. We can't make them use it. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're under strict orders, my military people. Unless they're under strict orders, right? We can't make them do it. My thing is, I try to drop as much knowledge in as many kids' laps as I can on a weekly basis.
Wow.
And I hope that years from now, when they're trying to remember the people, they remember me. And I won't get no reward for that, but I just want to have an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they will.
But I gotta go ahead, man. Get my ass off, man. I'm tired. I got a long. I'll talk to you later about it, but I gotta get my ass.
Hey, we're gonna be back on here. I'm about to lay it down too. I think everybody's shutting down, but since we're still live, I was just gonna give people what they want.
All right, panel, man. Hopefully I'll be able to talk with y'all probably Friday, man. Peace out,
bro. Take it easy, dude.
All right.
Yeah, get some Z's.
I might stick around a couple more minutes. I do admit, that Vic character that came in the show, he want to talk to me. But like I said, I want to thank you guys for coming out to the show. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that donate button down there, and let everybody know that you're feeling the show, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Say bye, everybody.
Peace out.
Everybody have a good one. See you later.